This is a week that I feel like 2 or 3 years down the line, we're going to be looking back on this week as a monumental week for the platform and what's being birthed this week. I believe in this shit a lot, man. I really do. Destiny waits for no man.
Like empires, we rise and then we fall. Can the tides
A climb to the top is met with many challenges, obstacles, opportunity.
I know if I don't do this and go as hard as I want to, I'm gonna regret this forever.
I make music for my family, man. It's my dream.
And people who don't have anybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm that somebody for them, you know what I'm saying? I'm that artist, I'm their friend.
I feel like a win for me is a win for Next Up.
Tonight we write the second chapter. Tonight the story continues.
I'm almost able to do everything. I'm very versatile with what I do.
Shout out Next Up. Let's get this bread.
Who will rise to the occasion?
If I don't win, then y'all lost, bro.
It's not you, it's me.
Tonight the lights are on. This year the stakes have never been higher. 64 artists from all over the world go to battle.
I'm really just trying to be my authentic self. You name it, I know how to do it.
I'm about to win this shit.
I'm in my own lane. I make my own genre.
I'm not afraid to have my own sound and be myself.
$500 is on the line, bro.
Our music can speak for itself at the end of the day.
But there can only be one champion, one winner, one survivor.
I'm winning the Next Up Gauntlet.
And I'm gonna be the champion.
I'm winning this Next Up Gauntlet.
I will be winning the Next Up Gauntlet.
I'm winning this Next Up Gauntlet.
You don't really have a choice whether or not I win.
And I am the motherfucking Next Up.
For some, the journey ends tonight. But for others, they're one step closer to immortality. Place your bets, get your popcorn, and enjoy the ride, because the gauntlet starts now.
We have made it, boys! Welcome to the 2022 Next Up Gauntlet. Oh boys, the time is now.
It's time. It's time. Who do we have up in this mother chat? Who am I seeing right now? Little Skittle, what's good? Frank, Guerra, RG, Spacio, Key Talks, Jesse, Ola, Kid Possible, Brody, J, Rohan, Zach Donner. Boys, it's time. It is time for year 2. It is time for chapter 2. And it's time to write history for the second time. We gonna go over a couple things, of course. But before we do so, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the judges. The judges, starting with July. What's good?
What's up? My name is July, obviously, and I'm really excited for this year. It's gonna be really lit. I hope to see some really cool shit from you guys.
Let's do it, Pride J. I mean, okay. That's how we feeling?
I saw that you
What did you know there?
I saw you were able to put this shit on my background. I started crying and laughing. How's it going? I'm Jade. I'm in my hacker den, and I'm here to review music. That's it. You can go on to the next person. That's all I had to
go.
say.
Big 48, KOK. Huh? Nah, mute. Nah, Rick's muted.
He's unmuted. What have we done?
Fucking guy, bro.
Boy, no way.
I'll do his intro for him.
He's not muted. His mic just. Oh, your AirPods.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rick48.
All right, just
you can follow me on Instagram at Rick48.
Yeah, Rick.
On everything.
Rick may want to try leaving and coming back real quick,
you may
man.
wanna try.
I mean, boy, no way. Look,
Bro, we had this figured out.
Yeah, we was fine for the whole time.
Who remembers last year when we had the like glitching audio at the beginning? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It's tradition, man.
Yo,
there we go.
Rick,
Yo,
let's go.
So y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
So I'm good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're good, bro.
Like an intro?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, babe. Do me again.
All right. Ladies, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Rick 48.
Got you.
KOK's in the chat right now, man. Y'all know me, man. It's Rick 48, dog. Second year of the Gauntlet. I'm hoping to hear some good songs, bro. I'm vibing right now, so I'm really hoping to find something to listen to tonight. So hopefully y'all got that fire in store, and we finna have a good time overall, regardless of what we hear and what we don't hear. So let's get it. Make sure y'all follow me and everybody else. Me on all platforms at Rick48. My boy July to Jenny, MXVIII, and then of course Prod J. We're finna go crazy tonight, and shout out Emma, of course, for hosting the whole thing. Gauntlet year 2. Let's get it.
Let's do it. And new to the Gauntlet judges is the boy 2017. What's good?
All hell, man. All hell 2017.
All hell.
Man.
You already know. Welcome. Welcome me. Welcome to myself. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know me. I mean, you've probably seen a YouTube video or two, maybe, possibly. I hope so. I'm gonna cry if you haven't. Anyway, well, I want to hear some stuff. Let's get fucking going. Rick's delayed us. I want to hear music. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, before we get into it, Emo's gonna go over the rules real quick so everyone understands how this works. So each song will be voted on by our 4 judges, 1 through 10, equaling a total score of 40. You, the chat, can get interactive in this thing and have a huge say in the final score. So the chat will account for a 1 through 5 vote through the YouTube poll, equaling a total score of 5, right? So let's say you guys vote 100%, then that artist gets a 5, right? So let's say you guys vote 80%, that artist gets a 4, and you're gonna vote slap for that artist. And look, I'm be honest, guys, there's no way to really like honestly, I want us to vote for, you know, who we think had the better song or like how y'all feel about it. But I mean, it's, you know, if you got your fans in here voting for you, we can't control that. So let's do it. Let's do it. Also, if you guys are wondering the dates for the Gauntlet, the first round, we are live on Wednesday this week, May the 4th, May the 5th, Thursday, and then May the 6th, Friday, all for the first round. All for the first round. But to my judges, are we ready to start this first matchup?
Got my whiteboard. Yes, sir. What does that say?
All right. Well, guys,
I don't have a whiteboard.
Let's see what is kicking off the Next Up Gauntlet. All right. So, coming up first, we have Christos going up against Brody J. Let's hear from Christos.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Christos. I'm an artist from Brisbane, Australia. Bit of background on me, I've been passionate about music since I was a little kid. My mum used to sing at this massive church full of hundreds of people, and from the age of 2 I'd be on stage with her. So she'd be holding me up there while she's performing to all these people, which exposed me to music at a very young age. And that was pretty much my very first encounter with music. Throughout school I'd mess around with my mates and make shitty music on our Apple headphones, but it wasn't until after school that I started taking it seriously, and now I can see myself doing it forever. I think my versatility and my ability to switch it up is what makes me stand out. One day I could make a hip-hop song, the next day I'm making an 80s influenced track or a rock song. I try and take listeners on a journey through my mind, and I really put my all into my work and making this dream a reality. That's why I believe I should win this competition.
All right. So starting this matchup is Brody J. This is Know Me Better. Let's go.
Girl, you know I don't like to fight. Yeah, oh, you always think you're right. You always think you're right. Really know how to make me tight. Really know how to make me tight. But let's just be in love tonight. You know me better than I know myself, and that's cool, cause I need some help with that. And you know that I don't like to ask. I know sometimes you don't like me back. If I was locked up, would you write me back? Or would you find somebody else to chat? If you was knocked up, I'd be alright with that. And we could be the world's best mom and dad, I promise that. Hey pretty lady, I'm glad I found you. I was all by myself. It rains and it pours, but as long as I'm around you, I'll never love nobody else. It gets so cold up here, where do we go from here? Need you to stay right here with me forever. Girl, you know I don't like to fight. Yeah, oh, you always think you're right. Always think you're right. You really know how to make me tight. You really know how to make me tight. But let's just be in love tonight. Let's just be in love tonight. If you go away, I'll wait here for you, babe. For you, babe. Know how much I love you, then just stay, please. Just stay. I got something to get off my chest. I know that I don't treat you the best. I know your mama think that you could do better, but you just be like whatever, cause you don't fuck with the rest. Promise, baby girl, that I'm honest, baby girl, I wouldn't waste your time. Wouldn't waste your time. I'm dying, baby girl, but I'm trying, baby girl, to not leave your side. It gets so cold up here when you're alone up here. Need you to stay right here with me forever. Girl, you know I don't like to fight. Yeah, oh, you always think you're right. Always think you're right. You really know how to make me tight. You really know how to make me tight. But let's just be in love tonight. Let's just be in love tonight.
All right. Shout out to Brody J. Which of my judges want to start this thing off?
Well, usually Jay is the guy to pipe in. So let's just let Jay take her from the jump.
That sounded
Hey, yo.
crazy. Well, what I said was the stereo effects aren't really like super wide. Like they feel mono, which means they're not really present in what I'm listening on. The vocals, at least for the main, a little quiet, and then they just need a little bit more body to kind of punch through. Outside of the mix, I feel like the song was like a little dragged on. It needs like a little more variation in it, something to keep me enticed or keep me like listening to it. Otherwise, I would kind of just stop listening to the song or like kind of lose my focus. It's kind of like in the middle for me, at least for the first song of the whole gauntlet. I'm gonna say in the middle, 5.
All right. Who is next?
I would say that it's good for like a mellow type of vibe, you know, like there wasn't really anything that made it like stand out or anything. I think like when it comes to like the first song of the gauntlet, really good choice, you know, because it's right down the middle, but it's not a bad song. I think the mix could be a little stronger. I feel like your vocals could even like just pop a little bit more. But yeah, I think like ultimately it's like right down the middle too. I would give it a 6.
Okay. And I see 2017 is already saying 6. So what do you got to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. Felt like the auto tune was a little shaky, and I agree with the dragged on feeling. I felt like I was like there should have been something eccentric about like maybe the ending, like the last 45 seconds or something. You know, extra bass or like change in the beat drop. I don't know, a little something extra, but it was super chill. And I feel like his voice is always cool. Like he sent me some stuff before, and I rock with his voice heavily. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right, Rick 48.
All right, for me, y'all can hear me first off. We good?
Yeah,
we good?
yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right, we
bro.
good, gang. All right, so for me, there was nothing about it that really like made it like stand out, and like it didn't really have much replay value for me in my personal opinion. And then also something I stand on, like just for that personal record from this guy, and this is my first time hearing him. So like other records could have this, or other records could not have it. But something I'm gonna stand on is just like kind of making me believe you, regardless of what you're saying. And he's like, I know I'm gonna treat you right, and I'm like, make me believe that you're, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna treat Shorty right, or whatever it is that you're talking about. Because the vibe of that record for me was just kind of very mellow. You know what I'm saying? So there wasn't much that gave me like anything that pulled me in, if that makes the most sense. I guess that's the way that I can wrap it up. But overall, I'll give it a 5.
5. Okay. All right. Now let's go over here to our votes for the chat. Bada boom. Give me 1 second. Here we go. For show. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and close in this poll, and that right there is a 51%. 51%. So I'm pretty sure that is 25.5. So that is a
math.
Certainly math.
Yeah, no, you lost me on that, bro. I did not do good in math for a scientist.
Yeah, it's not.
Failed all my math classes, actually.
I failed every class.
Past 6th grade. As soon as I hit middle school, math downhill.
Yeah. For me, it was like 2nd.
As soon as I started seeing numbers, I was like, "Whoa, what are these things?"
Yeah, like what the fuck?
You gotta chill the fuck out, man.
Are you kidding me?
Too many signs.
These are weird shapes, bro.
And then
Like,
before I could
chill
even
out.
understand the numbers, they started throwing letters. And then after the letters, they started putting shapes.
How you gonna put letters in math?
You threw fucking letters, then shapes.
Fucking white people, bro.
And I gotta understand the numbers first.
I failed gym class.
What?
I don't know how. I'm fucking so huge. Like, look at me, bro. Holy fuck.
I would understand, like,
I failed gym.
I would understand me failing gym class. Like, would you just not go? You just not show up?
It's a fair bit of disobedience, so that is included.
You like tell him to like eat a Frank or something? Like,
he's like, you're gonna do 30 lunges up and down this mat. And I'm
right.
Like, no,
You're
I'm
just like,
not.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, precisely.
That's a fair thing to say, man.
That in fact is not going to happen.
So we have a 24.5. Now we're gonna go over to our second contestant.
Let's get it.
Which is the boy Christos. This is Calling. Let's check it out, boys.
Cool for cover art. I like it.
You made your bed, I made a mess. Can't be fixed, is what she said. I paid my dues, but I still owe you. Can't go back, heart attack. Don't know why you tripping, baby. Tell me what's on your mind. We can meet outside and keep it on the low all night. Up late, another to the face. She can't wait, she took a liking to my taste. Calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling. Calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling again. If it is the end of us, please hold my hand. Tell me, will you be strong? I ain't loved another before. Didn't mean to make you feel like you weren't enough. I can't forgive, and I don't forget. What you did is what you meant. Yeah, and I'm up all night. You in my mind. It don't feel right. I can't be fine. Yeah, calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling. Calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling. I don't know why you tripping, baby. Tell me what's on your mind. We can meet outside and keep it on the low all night. Up late, another to the face. She can't wait. She took a liking to my taste. Calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling. Calling. Can't pick it up because I'm falling again.
are too short.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go first, man.
Christos. All right, Jay, what you got?
Before I could even, usually when I go and judge a song, I like write the person's name out, then I write the name of the song, and then I start writing things that I don't like about it. I couldn't write your first name. I wrote 3 letters of the word Christos. And then I put my pen down. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, this shit is fire, yo. Like, what? Nah, that shit is tough. Nah, that shit is really good, bro. Like,
Really,
honestly,
really good.
it's hard to find things I don't fuck with. Honestly, if Poco's watching right now, you got some trouble, man. Like that shit, if you got 4 other songs like that, you got trouble. Cause that shit is fire, bro. I'm gonna give that shit like an 8.5. I don't even care what. I didn't even look at criteria. That's went off of feeling. 8.5.
No, 100%. I agree. I think that is literally like such a fair judge because I put 9 because bro. Come on, bro.
Generous.
The mix is clean. The mix
really
is clean. He's got the wavy feeling, bro. It's got like that like sensual vibe to it too. So the females are gonna love this shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, really well executed. Great opener. I hope this isn't your best song.
I really hope so too. Like, I hope you got more fire shit after this.
Yeah. I really hope that this is like just like where we're starting.
I'm banking on you, bro.
Up, you know, yeah. That's
don't let me down.
All right, but yeah, bro, 9. Basically everything that Jay said. I'm saying the same shit. Great, good job.
All right.
I'm gonna give this shit a 7. I know it's lower than these guys.
What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
We're fighting now? No.
Guys, it's a 7. Anyway, no, the tough part about like doing these listening to your music streams too is like I know a lot of people in this tournament already, and I know some of their capabilities from song to song. I know he's definitely made some stuff that I personally think is like better mixed, better flow stuff, like feels a little bit more congruent for him. Of course, it's always subjective, but personally, I do think this is definitely not my favorite from him. But, you know, assuming he moves on from this round, which I'm going to assume he is, we'll see what Rick has to say, I guess. But
that's not your favorite?
Just gives him a 1.
That shit is trash.
We're going to hear some crazier shit from Christos for sure.
Yo, I'm excited now.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say.
Oh, my God.
Let's go. 48.
Nice. Put my mic down.
Nice.
All right, so, I mean, everybody kind of had their opinion and whatnot. I listened, you know, the song was cool. I caught a vibe at the beginning. Well, I started on my mouth. I caught a vibe at the
Restart.
beginning. I caught a vibe at the beginning. Like, it was clean.
Nice.
The vocal was clean. The mix was clean.
Good.
I got a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I don't have nothing bad to say about it, but, like, at the end of the day, like, I gotta be honest, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give this guy the at a 7.5, 8.5 overall, man.
Yeah,
sir.
You were weak. That was good. That was a good one.
Advance him to the next round.
I was like, I thought it was gonna be a 10. I thought you were just gonna put a 0 on it, and I was like, oh no, he unfolded the paper.
No,
It's different.
Much more elegant than that, Jay.
Yeah, the paper. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I used to
gotta get that paper.
Well, from the
I
looks,
was a professional napkin folder in my past.
from the looks of the chat vote right here, we're gonna end in 3, 2, 1.
That reminded me of
Did
Cardigan.
you catch a vibe with that?
97. Holy shit.
So it ended up 96 on my end. So
Wow. And he has better than that, apparently.
Yo.
No math needed.
Do you know if he makes his own beats?
Does he?
That I don't know.
I think he has. I can't remember.
Okay, we need to assassinate this man real quick, Jay. We gotta get on some phone calls or something.
No, if he makes his own beats, I do gotta pull up the studio, man. I'm trying to make an alliance.
Christos, fucking lock your door, brother.
Watch your back, bro.
All right, well, this one right here got a 38 out of a total 45. So shout out the boy Christos, man. Yo, we starting off hot, boys. We starting off hot. All right, so I mean that's that. Christos will advance to the next round, and judges, are we ready for matchup number 2?
Yes, sir.
I couldn't even get 3 letters in.
Let's do it. Let's see who we got coming up next. All right, so coming up next, it looks like we have Chris going up against Frank. Guerra, let's hear from the artist.
Hello, my name is Chris. I'm an artist from the UK. As you can tell from the voice, not the fucking posh end. I make music for fun. It's never been about being an introspective lyrical poet. Trust me, geezer, that ain't me. I just want people to listen to it and have a good time. That's always been the main goal. So because I've been making music on the side, anything that comes of it is just so sick to me. Like the fact that I can do this, enter this competition, be surrounded by incredibly talented people, and just to be mentioned in the same conversation as who else is in this gauntlet is just fucking insane to me. I live in a fucking field, essentially. There's nothing here. But that being said, now that I'm in the competition, I'm winning the Next Up Gauntlet. God save the fucking Queen.
What's up, y'all? It's Frank Guerra here. You know, vibing out, double fisting. Shout out Next Up Gauntlet, round 2, baby. Run the dub, what you want to do? But vibing out. Cheers.
All right, boys. Well, this is going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Guys, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has pulled up to the gauntlet so far. If you guys would smash that like button, helps out the stream a lot. Get your boys in here, get the homies. We turning up. Who's gonna win the gauntlet? We're starting this one off with Chris. All right, this is Infinite.
I never said on the phone. Don't wanna be alone, regardless on my own. You said that watching as the vultures collect my bones. Forgot about the incident, the love I had was infinite. Plead my innocence is a minimum. Didn't realize that it was imminent. Got the bags in the back of the bus, and I know I'm gonna go to the day I'm blowing up. Wanted to go even though we gonna blow, cause I didn't really get the chance to tell him it was us. We're just a couple of animals in a zoo made to be flammable. She only cared about the capital with a violent brain so radical. My fault, no call, out of control. No tears, just fears left in my soul. I came through with the final replay. After that, I don't care what she say. Is it the end? Gonna give some leeway? You chose love, now you're gonna make me pay. Now you're gonna make me pay. Now you're gonna make me pay. And I'm on the way. Belle, I'm delayed. Oh, darling, after all this, I still want you to stay. Torn, lying on the floor. Won't be here anymore. Won't be here anymore. Let's go and take a drive. Do you wanna feel alive? I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side. Your heart is on the run. You will miss all the fun. So many things I wish I never said on the phone. Don't wanna be alone, regardless on my own. You said that watching as the vultures collect my torn, lying on the floor. Won't be here anymore. Won't be here anymore. Let's go and take a drive. Do you wanna feel alive? I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side. I wanna be by your side.
I'll tell you what, man. Makes the boy MO want to hit up the club real quick. You feel me? Okay, real quick. MO, not gonna lie, was kind of vibing a little bit over here. Okay, anyways, who we starting off with, boys?
I'll do it if you want me to.
Dude, no, I'm taking this one, bro.
Okay.
Man said, I love Kesha in the chat. Oh my fuck. Why are you gonna do him like that? You're gonna call this guy Kesha? Oh.
That's like New Jersey Shore.
I love
Facts.
Holy.
OD, fist bump music.
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. I don't know. Is this reverse?
I'm gonna give it a 65.
I'm gonna give it literally a 65 out of 100.
Didn't you say you were not gonna give it any 0.5s, bro? Before we started, you were like, I don't see myself giving a 0.5.
I was gonna get to that. Oh my god, you're 2 steps ahead of me, bro. I was gonna say
I'll go last.
I was reluctant to put 0.5s, but I felt like it wasn't enough of a 7. But I also fuck with the direction, like bringing back like this sort of sound with more of like a trappy direction is cool. I think it would have bumped it up for me, probably a point or a point and a half, if it had a better mix. A lot of the time the layers came in and they were kind of clogging the main vocal because they weren't like separated or whatever, and there was a lot of wobbliness in the auto tune, as well as I think a little bit of clarity in your delivery and staying in key could help as well. I don't know if this is just like a key that's harder for your voice to like hold longer notes or transition from one note to the next, because everyone who sings, like, you got better keys and you got worse keys, and it just feels like to me it's a little forced on some of the notes and it just wobbles the auto tune. So 6.5 for that.
It's more so their register, their vocal register. It's not really like the key itself, because anyone can go in any key, but it's like their vocal register is the way to execute it. It's the beats you take that would make your performance better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go last, so someone go.
Okay.
I'm gonna say first off that I do have somewhat of a bias towards this type of music. I don't really like club shit, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to be fair with this. But I do not listen to a lot of this type of music, and I really have a distaste for this type of music. With that said, I give you a 5 because I wanted to judge you off of purely like your mix and like your like rhythm and just like the fundamentals of making music, because obviously I'm not a big fan of the genre choice. But, it's just not. It's not my type of thing. I got a kind of like a bad taste in my mouth after the whole Jersey Shore thing.
What do you mean by that?
I was raised very Italian. I felt like they were just a bunch of like white trash versions of Italians. But that was how. So I got a bad taste in my mouth for like the club beat the beat up type shit. Like it's
bump music.
Yeah, I don't really like it, to be honest. But I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can be with that. But yeah, I think that overall, like, if you would have had a better mix on this, it would have been a lot more tolerable for me personally. I feel like people that like this type of music are gonna like this type of music and the way that you performed on this track, because like the lyrics and everything fit right in that box of what I call this music. So yeah. Try to put that in the most nice way possible.
Show 48, big 48.
My turn. All right, cool.
Okay.
So, I originally gave it a 6, right? When it first came on, I didn't really like it. Like, I can nod my head to it. Like, if I heard it in a club, I wouldn't be like mad that it was on. But honestly, like, the more that I listened to it, like, I kind of liked it a little more, like, the longer it was on, strangely. So I added a 0.5. So overall, I give it a 6.5. It's not my style of music. Like, I wouldn't listen to it on my own playlist or anything like that. But it did give me nod in my head. And the more that it was on, like, the more I guess I kind of got used to it. So, hey, let's hear what you got to say, bro.
If you thought July was harsh, you're going to be tight. So I make house music. I make pop music. I make music like this. I mean, not necessarily the whole Jersey Shore kind of thing with those kind of, like, EDM-esque kind of like, synths. But for, like, a pop EDM kind of, like, singy song, I don't really fuck with it. That's just me. Just because, like, I love this kind of music, and I love very intricate, like, well thought out, beautiful transitions, and these kind of like cinematic-esque kind of like house songs that come from like old SoundCloud and shit from where they would do cool ass EDM songs that were super immersive. And then this has the potential to be that, but then it kind of is a little underdone, I guess, to me. The beat was almost there. I mean, it was like the idea was there, but it wasn't executed in the way it could have been for me. The writing could have been a little more like well thought out as well. Like some word choice, like throughout the song itself, just kind of felt like you went crazy on Rhyme Zone. Just went OD crazy, killed it. And that radio effect you put on your voice, like in the middle of the song, you took out way too much of your voice, like way too much. I only heard like high, mid, and high. Like,
I'm sorry, bro.
Why'd
you have to do that?
I gave it a 4.
A 4? Okay.
I gave it a 4 just because of the execution of like one of my favorite types of music. That's just me.
All right. Well, let's take a stroll over here to the straw poll. I say straw poll, the YouTube poll, and it looks like this one is right down the middle of 50%. So that's going to be a 2.5.
So I wasn't harsh. They tripping.
Yeah, it wasn't too harsh.
Chat gave a 5.
Yeah, granted, the potential's there, so it's not like I'm calling you trash or anything. It's just, you know, keep trying to immerse yourself and put a little extra time into the kind of songs like that, because there's like little things you could do to make that song pop like 10 times more.
Yeah.
Especially in transitions to like, because
And I think I was.
What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Transitions, because like, you know, each section of the song is just as important as the last, and what's even more important is the way you transition between one section into the other.
I think too that like judging it as much as of like the bias that I have towards it, I did try to like judge it just purely off of like music in general.
Yeah.
And like you weren't you
got the perspective of someone who hates that sound and someone who loves that
right
sound.
Yeah, you know, so, and both of them are similar scores, so I don't think that it's bias.
All right. Well, the final score right here for Chris is a 24.5. Now he is going up against Frank Guerra. Let's see what Frank got for us. This is Alpine.
Let's get it.
Cool name.
It doesn't hurt too much. Doesn't hurt too bad. My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back? It doesn't hurt too much. Doesn't hurt that bad. My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back? Walk till the sidewalk ends. I just like being a kid. Growing up just ain't the best shit. I want a bad bitch like a bad relapse. I just need to relax and be grateful for this. I just can't ignore. Do I forget? But when it rains it pours. Feels like the fourth quarter and the kids still scoreless. My kicks are real dusty from a shoestring budget. I just wanna say fuck it from a list to a kick. I can score that bucket. If it's better than before, does it still mean something? Or do the best times take away from it? Do the best times take away from it? If it's better than before, does it still mean something? Or do the best times take away from it? It doesn't hurt too much. Does it hurt too bad? My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back? It doesn't hurt too much. Doesn't hurt that bad. My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back? The air burns like a stale cigarette. Wake up every day, wonder if it's fucking better yet. Alone with my bottle, that's my best friend. It's just me, it's to an end. Take your mind off and step back and watch everything you built just fall, yeah. Shit, the writing's on the wall, but it goes and no on. But it goes and no on, yeah. Is it confidence or cockiness that makes me wanna do more? Should I just tie it up, throwing the town, head back home? Knowing what I already know, can't stop, I'm too close. It doesn't hurt too much. Doesn't hurt too bad. My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back? It doesn't hurt too much. Doesn't hurt that bad. My brain is all foggy, body like a jet lag. Do you ever trip on how much you just wanna go back?
It's been so long since I've heard new music from Frank. This makes me happy.
You know, that shit was smooth, bro. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right.
Let's just keep the order. Jay, July, me, Rick, and then it'll just be easier to fly through. Right?
All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
So you had like a stereo effect on your main vocal that kind of like put it in the stereo field more so than the mono. For me, I don't like the way that sounded just because I'm an engineer and that's just my ear. But what you could have did is like do 2 different layers, one main in mono and then one extra on top of that in stereo, and then it would separate both signals and they would both have their kind of like reinforced sound within each field. But outside of that, you could have spent a little more time on, I guess, polishing things throughout the song, like in the stacks or like the general timing to kind of lock it into the beat more to follow with the kick and snare, because some of the vocals line a little bit after the snare or a little bit before. I just like when it's really like unison, you know what I mean? That's just me. So that when a kick or a snare happens, it's all really punchy and like reinforces the head bob and keeps me like not giving a fuck about anything else besides the way this shit is like fire, you know what I mean? Like, because the beat is smooth as fuck. Outside of that, in the verses, it could use a little more variation in the beat, because I'm pretty sure you do produce your own shit. If I'm not, no, this one is not produced by anyone else. It is produced by someone. Oro Beats or some shit. I would get like the stems and just like fuck with them in the verses, but I put it as a 7. It just could be added more shit to it. That's just me.
Right.
I think this is pretty well executed. I absolutely love like this flowing type of almost boom bap type shit. It's great. I think where me and Jay differ a little bit is I like it when you fade in and out the pocket. I'm not necessarily a kind of guy that likes the bam, bam, bam. I love that flow. I love that, like, you're just kind of playing with it. You're just having fun type shit. That's what I like. That's what I do in my music. So that was something I liked about your song, you know. I also wasn't too happy with like the stereo aspect of it. I feel like there could have been a lot more mono, like what Jay said. It was a little much at times, but I will give you this: during the harmonies on the hook, that shit hit. That shit was nice. I liked it. I liked how low you went with the vocals, you know, and it was a natural low. It wasn't something that you artificially made, you know, like obviously because you have a very low voice. And I feel like it just created a nice richness during the hook that I liked a lot. I'm going to give this an 8 because I feel like it was good, but there were some things that you could have tightened up.
For sure. I'm leaning into the halves, and I'm going 7.5.
Another one.
Because, yeah, it to me, it didn't quite hit an 8, but it definitely was like a little bit more than a 7. So I'm catching why you guys are doing this, okay?
Yeah.
It makes sense now. It's my first time, right? Give me a break. I felt like the biggest downfall for me was mostly the writing. Not in terms of like the concept or staying consistent or whatever. It was mostly like it's the little details in like what words you put next to each other, how much of a sentence it feels like. Because a lot of the time, if it feels like it could be written out as an essay, it's not creative enough, because that's the difference between music and like essay writing, right? It's like creative writing a lot of the time has a bit more crypticness to it. It doesn't necessarily make sense to say in a sentence or out loud to somebody, but it adds to the story and kind of one after another builds a scene really quickly. So I felt like a lot of the time you were just kind of saying a full sentence or two like back to back for like a whole stanza or whatever. And so like that was the main thing that was kind of bugging me. And there wasn't necessarily enough ear candy. Like you didn't like really do any like beat cuts or any like cool little things here and there that locked the song in again, right? Like you hit that little high and then you're like back in the song for another 30 seconds. A lot of the time when those aren't there, you just don't lock in for this long. I loved the layering and like the stereo shaping and like the flanger and stuff that you had going on. I thought it was really cool. It was a little overdone. I think the whole time I would cut it in the verses, make it more mono in the verses, hooks nice and full.
Oh, but, you know what else? I'm sorry. Yeah. This is like a side thing. If you did your vocals in FL, you could just do the mix knob and then put it like 40%, 60%. You know what I mean? Like 60% mono, 40% stereo effect. And then it would blend the two together. That's another thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm shut up.
All right.
Yeah, anyway, that's all I was going to say. So, Rick, go ahead.
All right, so for me, bro, I'm kind of like the opposite of July, and I'm kind of with Jay. Like, I prefer like the bam, bam, bam on this type of beat as opposed to flowing in and out of the pocket like that. And just overall, it wasn't bad though. Like I didn't dislike it. What this feel like to me, dog? Like this literally feels like some type of like movie where somebody's like waking up, getting ready for the day, then they walk outside and like they're showing their neighborhood and shit. This feels really like movie essence, like of like about to like you can feel that there's like a story being you get what I'm saying? Like do y'all like envision that when y'all hear that shit? Like
like almost inner city-ish.
Yeah, exactly like that type. Yeah, exactly that vibe. Like exactly that vibe. Like but just overall, like if I could bite off some 2017 set, I feel like there wasn't enough like ear candy, if you will. There wasn't anything like in it that made me just like, okay, this is dope. I want to play this again. I'd be happy if I saw it in like a movie because I feel like the feeling that it gave me makes it belong there. But like in my personal playlist, like I don't think I would put it there. And that isn't like me saying that I think it's a bad record or anything like that. And then also on top of that, like I've heard some better records that I just like more from Frank. So I'm not sure if that adds a bias for me, but just overall, I'll give it a 7.
Right. He uses Pro Tools, so in Pro Tools, usually those like I guess modulation plugins do have a mix at somewhere in it. If not, then what I said originally, where you do 2 different vocals and mix them 2 different ways.
All right, boys. Well, let's get the chat vote. Here we go. We're gonna end the poll, and that gives us 85%, which I'm pretty sure Frank does advance on this.
If I'm Simon Cowell, then Rick is like Randy Jackson.
I'm Paul Abdul.
Dog. Said, I like it, dog.
Yeah, I do want to say though, 2017, that was a fire take with the whole essay thing. That was like the best way you could have possibly put that shit.
Yeah.
And that locked into my brain real tight. I was like, that's fire.
Like, I had a long talk one day with Beku-san. He's a really good writer, and he was like, "You're saying a lot of the same shit, and if you're sounding too much like a sentence, like people are gonna pick up on that. That's what gives it the corniness." And I was like, "Yeah, like you got a point." So
I mean, all my shit sounds like you could write my whole song out one line at a time, and it would be like a paragraph.
I haven't picked up on that though.
I don't know. I like to do songs that kind of like sound like letters. Like they sound like a journal. Like I'm writing to myself or writing about how I feel.
Right.
So that shit is like.
But sometimes I think like along with that, those thoughts get scattered. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
they're not a consistent like. It's not like you're reading a novel, right? Like it's not a full front to back of the whole book. It's like it jumps from part to part, but feels like it makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but
July is Howie Mandel.
Right,
we
boys.
put it in the chat.
Well, Frank Guerra does advance with a score of 34. So big shout out to Frank. It's time to get into our next match.
You got this, bro.
Our next matchup. What do we got coming up next, boys? Let's go. All right. Well, coming up next of the night, it looks like we have Caves going up against Visionary. Let's hear from the artist.
People of Earth, people of Next Up community, what up? My name is Caves, or Kyle, whatever you want to call me. I'm an artist from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm pretty new to the music scene. I've been only doing it for about a year now. To get to know a little bit about me, I love to play Valorant. I love making music. I play guitar a lot on the side. It's just like over yonder that way. I've been doing music for about 10, 11 years now. I learned how to sing when I was, 11 years old. I'm 23 now, so I guess that's 12 years old, or 12 years. You guys want to know why I think I could win this competition? The first thing that comes to my mind is my music style and beat choice around my music style. I hop on beats that typically aren't meant for singing, but I sing on those beats. One of my songs that'll be in the competition, if I make it that far, will be a song called Sundown, which is like a Lil Mosey type beat, but I actually end up making it into a pop song. But yeah, so I feel like that's gonna be a very positive thing in my corner when it comes to all the judges voting and the chat voting, if I go on to the next rounds or not. So yeah, that's my little introduction. I'm Caves, and I'll see you guys in the competition.
All right, boys. Well, coming up right here, we got Caves versus Visionary. And starting this one off is Diligent Visionary with See You Again.
Only one.
Okay.
So we sticking to an order?
Yeah.
Or are we just gonna say what we
just
gonna
trying
say?
You first.
All right.
Order.
So, only things I could come up with are mixed execution, because like things were harsh, like whenever they got really big. So like like frequencies would pop out at me in my ears, like kind of harsh whenever things overstacked. Sometimes the reverb was too OD. It was really a beautiful song though. Like outside of that, when it comes to the beat, decap drum loop, something in whatever volume, decap drums. I don't like decap drum loops. That's just me. But I gave it a 9. It would be a 10 if the mix was executed just a little bit better. Because even if whatever vocal voicemail you put at the end, I don't even know what was being said, even though it was fire. Like,
yeah, and I think like this song kind of encaptures, like everybody throws around the word a vibe all the time, you know, like, oh, a vibe, but like this is legitimately like a vibe. It wasn't necessarily that I was listening to every word that you were saying, but I felt all of it, you know. I really fucking felt you, and I sat here for a moment and I was just like, and I'm like, oh, I'm not listening to what he's saying, and I had to like pay attention to what you were saying in the song because I was so like surrounded in this like aura of pleasantry. You know, it was really nice. It was really nice. I think that towards the end, got a little bit crazy with the long decayed reverb. It's very pretty. It sounds very good, but those frequencies will go, wow, you know? So I would invest in like maybe getting like Soothe or a plugin that does really well with those frequencies that poke out like that.
or hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit up Jay.
I don't give a fuck, man. That shit is fire. Like, I'd probably do that shit for the free, just to make it fire. To be honest,
I give it a 9 because just the exact same reason. The mix just wasn't where it could have been. Everything in the beginning was perfect, and then at the end, it was like, oh, it's hurting my ears. No. You know,
yo, this is so fire, but ow.
Right? Yeah, it sounds so good, but like I gotta do one of these.
I hear your pain and feel it too.
Yeah, yeah, you know, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9, but for a few different reasons. I'm gonna set aside the mix comments just a little bit. Like, I think it's over 2 years old. I don't know.
Oh damn! I didn't even see that.
3. So a lot of the time, I like to incorporate, kind of accommodate the time, just because I know you've probably made a lot of progress on that synth. I actually fuck with the distorting once in a while in a style like this, because I feel like when you do get extremely eccentric in the drop and there's like a little bit of what feels like fire camp crackling in a way, it almost adds to this like weird raw like underground distortion, adds to that feeling. Now I know there was a few times in there that they were piercing high frequencies, and it's just like, now it doesn't feel like it's just distorted for an artistic purpose. It feels like it's a little intense. But then again, we'll put it aside because I don't think that should account for the rating as much right now, as it's, you know, an older song. I think the song my girlfriend's fucking screaming in the background, sorry if you can hear that, but the song was 4.5 minutes. So I don't know. I kind of, even though it was a vibe, I kind of got lost at like 3 minutes, and I was like, this feels like it's about to end, and then it just never did. And I think that was what mostly docked a point for me. And there was a lot of like just, there wasn't a lot of words at a certain point, so I was like, I would like to hear some words. So.
Fucking weak.
But that's 1 point. I feel like the rest of it was just so good that I couldn't be less than a 9. No. So yeah, good shit, bro. I didn't know what to expect. That was fire.
I remember
this next dude gonna have to have 3 10s, man. He's gonna have to have 3 10s.
Yeah, I was gonna input on the fact that he just like stopped really doing the words and stuff, but then I thought Well, I just talked about how the vibe thing, so I can't really say like, oh, but you should put words in it because I didn't care. Yeah,
That shit's if that's just a vibe. If it's 5 minutes, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. I also listened to the end of fucking Kanye's Runaway for the 3 minutes of him just mumbling nonsense on that, and I'm like, yeah, you know, so I
You're
get
like, fuck yeah, that shit's fire. All right, Rick, let's get it.
Kill him, Rick.
All right, yo. So for me, if I could like disagree with one thing, a 7. Holy fuck! I just forgot. All right, look.
Reset.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You forgot. What's the number, bro?
All right, so look, I loved it. Like, I loved it. He said something that I disagreed with that I just literally forgot right now. But overall, I loved it, bro. I couldn't and didn't pay much attention to the mix, like, because I just was like there. Oh, I remember what it was. He mentioned how long the song was, bro. I swear to God, I didn't even notice. Like, if someone had asked me like how long that record was, I would say it was like 2.5 minutes. Like, I swear to God, when you said it was 4 minutes long, I was like mind blown. Like, fuck, I did not know it was that long.
No, I didn't think it was 4 minutes.
Yeah, so like you really like drew me in, bro. Like that shit was like, I don't know what that shit feel like, bro. Like I'm sitting on like a big ass chocolate chip cookie floating down a milk nigga. Like I don't know, bro. That motherfucker.
But it's sad.
What the?
Oh,
The chocolate
9.5, and just like we said to bro a couple songs ago, and I know Visionary Ordinary. Fuck, why did I say Ordinary Visionary? Diligent Visionary is that is what it says, right?
I'm just gonna call him V.
Yeah, Diligent Visionary. I was just making sure. But yeah, I know he's a fire artist, bro. So like, I'm curious to see what else you fucking decided to put into the contest, bro. Because I've heard some really fire dope records from him.
That's a fact.
9.5 at the end of the
This
day.
competition is getting interesting already, and we just starting off. Let's see what you guys had to say about this one. For sure. Okay.
It'd be 100.
Bro, I'm telling you, this dude who he's going against is gonna have to have 4 10s.
Yeah.
Like 4 10s.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
5.
5
10s. Like,
I feel like Chad definitely gave him a 10.
you're gonna have to have 100% on the chat. You're gonna have to have 100% with us, and we hate music. That's the whole point of this. That's why we got hired.
Speak for yourself, boy. No fuck. And we hate music.
We hate music.
Oh, what? Get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well,
Jay just be talking, bro. You gotta get used to it. He just be talking, bro.
Hey, y'all
This is the first day here, man.
Well, the chat's vote ended up
Nobody
counting
Pop-Tarts?
as 4.75. All right, so, man.
I'm gonna have to hear the best song I ever heard, man.
It's gonna have to be the best song ever, bro.
All right.
It is the best song we ever
I'm gonna be like, holy shit, how'd you do that mix? Like,
Well, boys, coming up next, we have Caves and Bright the Light with Fillings. Let's check it out.
prayers in the chat.
Oh.
Can we get some praying hands?
When I wake up in the morning, I wanna see you there. We stayed up all night, we just don't care. We flip to our side and we stop and stare. I just caught feelings, I was unaware. Yeah. What we had is now a memory. I won't forget you, but I hope you forget me. 'Cause I had a feeling we were never meant to be, but I can't seem to get you out my mind lately. Confident you won't accept my apologies. I've checked my snap and now we don't have a streak. I got control and I did it to myself. No, I didn't leave for anybody else. I didn't know where I was going. Guess time will only tell if I should have been there or if I should have left. But when I wake up in the morning, I wanna see you there. But it all fell apart, so why do I care? I guess guess I caught feelings I was unaware. I guess I caught feelings I was unaware. When I wake up in the morning, I wanna see you there. We stayed up all night, we just don't care. We flip to our side and we stop and stare. I just caught feelings I was unaware. Yeah.
Right.
I didn't have any mix issues with this.
Yeah,
I didn't have a problem with it.
That's good. Yeah.
Holy shit! This actually might be not.
It's a good matchup.
Getting the floor wiped with him. That I really thought that it was gonna be very like imbalanced. I mean, bro, I got sucked into the song, man. I really fucked with it type shit. I didn't really want to write anything down. I didn't have a problem with it. Kind of like a vibe. I feel like maybe the hook went on too long, maybe. I don't know. That's really the only thing. Beat was smooth. I like the chords. I like the instruments in it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tie this with the last one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tie this with the last one and give it a 9. That shit was. I don't have an issue with that shit.
Yeah, 9.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is really solid. I love the lyric content. That's one thing that this song had that the one before didn't have for a whole period of the song. So
yeah, that's
like you know. I like your vocal performance. I don't feel like you were ever really off. The mix is really nice. There was slight inconsistencies on the final hook, but it wasn't enough to make me go, oh, you know.
And the ending part was cool too, with the chord change and the like.
Yeah, and then you did the long reverb too.
And when he got loud, it didn't hurt.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. So, man, I think the other song, in my opinion, kind of better vibe-wise. Like you feel like you're there vibe-wise, but this one is just like a better song.
It had that
general.
execution there.
Yeah, like the like fundamentals of making a song and stuff like that.
Is right, but yeah, I get your vibe.
Yeah, one is constructed better, like the way it's supposed to be done, and then one is like just a vibe and so raw and emotional.
That was a better word in the chat. Structure.
You know?
It was a better structured song. Was the right word? I think.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
9.
So I mean, as some people probably noticed, this got released under like my label because Caves is like a part of my collective or whatever. So you know, of course, I'm gonna try to do my best to be unbiased in this situation. Personally, since Caves is only on the hook, it's tough to sort of, I guess, put a judgment on Caves throughout the tournament for this because he's got such a small part. Now, I do think the hooks usually carry a song, and he did a really, really good job on the hook. And I actually disagree. I'm glad you didn't fucking hate the mix, Jay, because I felt like there was few spots in there that like they just really they really grind my gears because
might be my headphones too.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know, but the complication that it took to get that song put together, just like we compromised for the problems that I hear. So, you know, it obviously docks a few points in my head, but I wish Caves had put a song in that portrayed more of himself rather than just being on the hook. Yeah, he's first and then on the hook and, you know, the one line at the end. So it's really tough to kind of, I guess, judge Caves from this. But yeah, I do think, again, it's a really good song. I had no idea what he was going to put first. But yeah, I gave it an 8.5 because I would personally listen to the other one just slightly more than this one. So yeah, I'd had to dock it at least half a point.
Okay. Break 48.
Okay, so I had, like, when I listened to it, I had a completely different outlook on it, right? And see, I guess I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but like the good or bad thing about going last is that I get to hear what all three of y'all say. And like, sometimes y'all say something that like taps something in my head. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like when July said, like, when he goes like, this one is just a better, like, put together song, like, overall, then I start to think about, like, in a sense, I don't want to call it mumbling, that was in the last song because I loved it, but like those moments when there wasn't really words there, like when I do compare it to this record, like this record is like better put together. Like I can understand the story more but that first one really did like put me in a trance. And the fact that his record was able to like put me in a trance and then keep me there, and the only reason I woke up is because somebody said something about, you know what I'm saying? Like
she was hypnotizing.
For real.
Because that's a thing, like I have to go and say that first record I like a little bit better, as much as I did like this record. So I gave this record, it was tough for me, like 8.5 and 9, but I gave it an 8.5. Just because like the other one just did something for me. Like the other one's like a song I want to listen to right now. This one, like, good record, sounds amazing. Caves is a dope ass artist. Like when they first said like that he was going up against him, like I saw 2017. I don't know if anyone else knew, but I was like, holy fuck, this is gonna be crazy. Like, but like the first song just did it a little bit more for me. So I put this one a little bit below, like a point below.
Yeah, I really thought this was about to be a tie. What's the chances this could be a tie?
I think it's up to the chat to see what's up. So let's head over there.
Right. This feels like a tie, bro. To me, it feels like a tie.
This is tough.
In proportion to overall everything, it just seems like even.
What happens in a tie? What do we do?
I mean, they have tiebreaker tracks.
Rematch.
Oh, okay, word.
Oh shit.
Okay, so 90.
This one too.
93 was the final score. Y'all give me 1 second here.
That's the thing too about competition-wise. As much as like it would probably work just as much to like not compare the two songs, we have to because you guys are facing each other. You know, so that's where I'm coming from. You know, like I have to put them next to each other. And yeah, when it comes to like competition base and what I consider a better song, that's the thing. It's like
for like my definition,
like
it's kind of like better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You checked off more boxes. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like it does everything a song is supposed to do more efficiently, but one's vibe is just so.
I'm surprised.
Astronomical.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Visionary didn't put
like, bro, that shit makes you feel like
if you would have structured, if the first track would have been structured the same way that the second track was structured, it would have been way different. Way different.
Because honestly, Visionary has more songs that are way better structured.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've heard his music. I've been know who this nigga was like for 2 years.
Bro, that shit was like astronomical.
Like probably when he put that song out was around when I probably found out who he was. Because he had like a track on like Get Reviewed by I'm Dante or some shit. Like I saw that forever ago.
Yeah.
Well,
His shit is
boys,
fire.
we have a final score.
Oh shit.
We have a final score. So Caves ended up with 39.65. Visionary ended up with 41.25.
Damn. That's so close.
This one was so close, bro. This one was so close.
Hey yo, Caves.
I want to
shout out Caves.
That's still a W. That's still a W,
Yeah,
bro.
That's a dub, Caves.
Keep that in mind.
So go follow the boy Caves on Instagram.
Keep that fucking head up.
Caves, that's Caves with a K, man.
I'm still pushing for this tiebreaker.
That motherfucker went out swinging, bro. So
yeah, for real, like.
Yeah, that was.
Can we put a poll in the chat? Who wants the tiebreaker? Honestly,
bro.
I want to hit the golden buzzer. We need a golden buzzer.
Wait.
we need a golden.
Wait a minute.
We gotta add that. This is the second gauntlet.
They had to go against each other in the first round.
Right? I'm mad that Poco and Chapo going against each other in the first round.
What's behind that?
What is behind that?
Y'all make sure to go hit Caves with a follow as well. Boys, it's time for the next matchup. All right. Who do
Yo,
we?
Cave's lost, but point by a point, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Take that on the chin, bro. Don't let that bother you. Like,
oh man, redemption round.
Damn, bro, I'm sick about that, bro.
Listen.
Low key, bro.
Like, me too. Y'all should have voted more. You know what I mean? Y'all would have. What the fuck's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all want to tie? Y'all should have voted it.
Get that shit 100%, bro.
Right? Y'all the reason why we don't have one. I gave him a 9. I did my job.
Yo, me and Jay are changing our score to 10.
Yeah,
me and Jay are changing our score to 10.
All right, boys. Coming up next of the night, we have Christian going up against Raz 9. Let's hear from these artists.
What's up, y'all? My name is Christian. I'm an artist out of Michigan. I don't know what type of music, but it's just turn up. Like, it's probably gonna make you bop your head. And yeah, I hope everybody's having a fucking beautiful life. Shout out Next Up. Shout out July. Shout out Rick. Shout out God. Shout out my mama. Shout out everybody for real. Yeah.
Hello. My name is Raz9. I'm submitting my music to this competition because I think I'm going to win. I'm going to win because I make the best music. I make a cross between punk, trap, hyperpop, classical, country, new metal, ska, pop, R&B, funk.
Puya.
Bro went crazy.
Bro, what the fuck?
Bro went crazy on his promo. Bro went absolutely crazy on his promo. Okay, well, starting this one off, we have Raz9. A show. All right, it's called Blackout.
Wait, shorty, what you said didn't sit right. There's a reason why you turned into a fist fight. Broken bones, teeth laying on the floor. Washed up like your body's laying on the shore. In a world where the filth bubbles to the top. No one to trust, can't even call the cops. I don't want to die, I just need a break. Why won't time ever let me escape? But in the end, I'ma end up in a closed casket. Right now, trying to take over control the masses. I'm going punk, but no, I am not ash. In the moment that I spark the blunt, they want me to pass it. I'm a hated son, these bars deliver with passion. I'm a little amped up and I'm ready for action. I'm ready for action. They stay on defense, let's switch to attacking. Wake up, get fucked up, blackout. 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 Wake up, get fucked up, blackout.
Let's
Whoa.
go. Yo,
Okay.
Did you know this song 17?
All the way at the
No,
end.
I'm adding this to my fucking playlist, and then I was just catching the vibe at the end, bro. I was listening heavily into those lyrics. That was sick.
Yo, honestly, I wasn't even able to write down what I felt because I wrote down your name and then I heard the and then I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I used to produce music, like screamo music, like for a few people when I started producing and shit like that. And compared to that, I mean, I really fucked with that music back then. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, but the mix was there. Like, I mean, your vocals were mixed pretty clean. The stacks was there. They didn't like hurt my ears. So like in trap kind of like metal screamo sound or the emo sound like that. It's very important to make sure that the shit don't hurt my ears if you're screaming. So you did that well. I would say, bro, for what it is and for what the genre is, which is something that I'm very, very far from now, I'd give that shit like a 6, G.
Right. I think that this is like pretty cool. It's definitely original. And I've heard a couple of records that are like similar to it, but not to like this level of it. And I don't mind it. I think that it's got its own twist, and there's definitely like a demographic for it that would like this a lot. From this song, I kind of get like the vibe of like it being in a movie, like one of those like skater flicks, you know, like where they're like in the middle of like you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Pro Skater on PS2.
Yeah, like I could even hear it in like a video game like that, you know, just like that angsty teen type of vibe, and I like it. I think it's cool. I think that for me personally, I like more like melodic type of stuff. So I'm not gonna deduct you any points based off of anything that isn't that is like bias type shit. So I'm giving this a 7.5, just due to like it being like a right in the middle type of song for me. There wasn't anything that was super like crazy and out there for this type of genre, you know, like it was pretty cut and dry, good ass song, and for that genre, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it over.
Wouldn't right in the middle be like 5?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you did say right in the middle.
I'm saying right in the middle. Okay, so like right in the middle of like a good
low, mid, high.
Yeah, you know.
Wait, Jay, what did you say?
I said 6.
I'm giving this shit an 8.5, bro.
Yeah, you really fucked with it.
I really fuck with this style. I thought it was really unique and cool and different. Again, I think something that docked a few points for me. Lack of ear candy. Felt like it was kind of the same beat the whole time. Wasn't like a lot of swaps and stuff like that. Yeah, like it just needed. It could have been more. And I think the only way for me to hit a 10 is if I feel like there's nothing that could be built upon it. And you know, maybe the mix could be aside for a 10, because you know you can always improve the mix, I guess. But you know, there could just be a little bit more like cool little snappy spots here and there in the song.
That's in the production, I'd say. Yeah. Just to piggyback, I guess, I fucking hated that 808. Hated it with a passion.
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't hate most things. I feel like it was just execution in the beat. If you produce that beat, then pick a different 808 or do something that wouldn't like sound like you could grab like a stock 808 and the sound was corrupt.
Just like move it a little bit.
It was like it sounded like it was a corrupt sound.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really all I was gonna say. Cool flow, cool voice. I love the direction. Keep going, bro.
My turn?
Yep. Yeah.
My turn. All right. So, I'll say this. I'll start here. This genre for me, like, I wouldn't say I'm like deeply involved in it, but it's something that I happen to like, you know, been dabbling in a little bit lately. You know what I'm saying? After the LA trip, I ran into some artists that made this type of music that I actually fucked with, and I was like, yo, that shit actually kind of hard, bro. So now I guess in my head I have like a standard of what I'm expecting when I'm looking for a good record in this genre, if you will. So when listening to it, I always try to keep an ear open that this is something that I don't normally listen to, and I'm trying to just see if I can vibe with this for what it is and how I'm taking it in. And one thing I can say about this is the vocals didn't, like Jay said, they didn't hurt my ear. They didn't make me want to turn it off. Like even last year, like we heard some shit on here that was like hella screechy. Like it's crazy. Like it can get real fucking crazy. So I commend you on that aspect because a lot of people can't do that. However, let me read my notes here. I feel like I was going to say something negative, but I don't remember what it is. I agree with July when he says that I can see it in the movie. Like for some reason, I see like some guy doing a bunch of shit. Then there's like a scene where there's like they're shooting from like inside the toilet, and he like opens it up and he like dumps some or something, like some shit like that. I think that's like Mad Fire. Yeah. So like
trash in a car with baseball bats.
It's like the chaotic scene. Yeah, it's the chaotic.
Could
scene.
be a sick music video.
Some shit like, or even like.
Oh yeah.
there's so many different but like just that vibe in general. But like overall, like I'm gonna give it a 6.5, and I gave it a 0.5 because I'm like, this isn't something I normally like vibe with, so I gave it a 6 and I threw a 0.5 on there because I'm like, I saw 17 give it to 8.5, so I'm like, maybe there's something I'm missing because I don't have the best ear for that, so I threw a 0.5 on it, so 6.5.
Okay.
The Moonlight track.
You know what would be
That's
cool
fire.
for this track, for like a video, is if like he like woke up and was just like getting fucked up and shit like that, and then like he finds out the cops were called on him or something, and then the rest of the video is him just like scrounging through shit, like trying to get rid of all this shit. That'd be so cool.
That'd be fire.
This could do a lot. This could do a lot with that. Well, let's see what you guys had to say about this one, boys. Looks like we have a total of
And girls.
And girls.
Yes.
Turn that off, man.
60%. So this one gets a 3 from the chat. All right. Shout out to Raz9. And coming up next, boys, we got the boy Christian. This is Hippie featuring 721 Gusto.
I smoke weed like a hippie.
Yo, Ali was wild.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
It's cool.
I smoke weed like a hippie. How you gonna get me? You don't even own no blicky. White boy snitch like Ricky. Shopping at Dickies. And he look like Lil Dicky. His baby mama said she wanna fuck me. Old ass Lily. I make it happen, but you ugly. White bitch cute, she a bunny type D like Sunny. But she ain't even got no money. I ain't never graduated school, so I'm rapping in the stool, trying to pop like a balloon. Oh, they can't believe the way the kid grew. I had tried to give them clues about the shit they never knew. True. Slow money don't make shit. I love fast money, got no patience. Invest and watch the money do a rotation. Flow so sick, I
Like,
just go
you better watch how this black man moving. Like dollar store workers thinking a nigga might go and take shit. I swear we'll make it. Hand on the Bible, I'm never lying. You would think I'm under oath inauguration. Nate Smith, she be playing with balls on the wood. When it's time to trip in, she never pay shit. Bitch, I don't care, your nigga is home. Pick up the chrome, smoke a roach while a nigga just go and raise shit. Damn, well, guess I'm feeling off. Striking 3 holes in your head, nigga, bone ball. Bitch always hit the dumb, but she get good brain. I guess she acting like a know-it-all. My dreams last year, ignored on. This year, my dick, you want it on. I hate freight front, just show it on. I might go pop no hunter hug.
I smoke weed like a hippie. How you gonna get me? You don't even own no blicky. White boy snitch like Ricky. Shopping at Dickies. And he look like Lil Dicky. His baby mama said she wanna fuck me. Old ass Lily. I make it happen, but you ugly. White bitch cute, she a bunny type D like Sunny. But she ain't even got no money. I ain't never graduated school, so I'm rapping in the stool, trying to pop like a balloon. Ooh, they can't believe the way the kid grew. I had tried to give them clues about the shit they never knew. True, slow money don't make shit. I love fast money, got no patience. I invest and watch the money do a rotation. Flow so sick, I need to go for graduation. Slow money don't make, slow money don't make, slow money don't make, slow money don't make, slow money, flow money don't make shit. I love fast money, got no patience.
Auntie dropped me. Do that. You should have put the bass in there as soon as it.
Yeah, that bass should have been in there during the drop. Fuck. Bro, why didn't he put the bass in the drop?
I hate you.
Fuck.
Nah, that shit was a fucking trip, bro. I mean, honestly, that shit was unique as fuck when he said in his video. Honestly, I don't know. Neither do I, man. You don't know. Like, that's unique, to be honest, in its own right. You had 3 different types of styles within that song, and then your part where you got hype as fuck and started screaming. It didn't overwhelm me. Like, usually when people just start screaming, there's like more so like a very from not screaming to instantly screaming. There's no like transition. You actually like built up that energy very well. And as far as that went, the lyrics themselves, some parts are weak. They're funny. Some of the parts are like hard. Like, it's like a good, like, it's a good mix, bro. Like of energy. I gave that shit like a 8. I would have had a higher score if you put the bass at the fucking end and
Yeah.
didn't build me up to nothing, like you could have put some bass in there and then let the beat ride out. I would have been so cool with that. Outside of that shit, you had a lot of potential, bro. I can imagine the next shit you got to play in any other rounds we gotta listen to later. Like that shit's gonna be valid.
Yeah, I think my biggest critique is it's just that, you know, like the bass not being there in that aspect. I like how it sounded like the like Michigan like harder rap shit mixed with the frat rap type of like club type shit. It was like interesting as fuck, and like I don't like club music, but if I liked club music, it would sound like that. I feel like it was fire to me. I thought that shit was tight. So I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it like an 8. I'm gonna give it like an 8 because I feel like that like what you called it, anti-drop, just no.
You lied to me. You built me up to what? No bass. At least,
it was like it's like the
I was like, oh, no way.
You know, like,
I was hyped. I was like, what's about to happen? And then boom, 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 boom.
It was like,
what'd y'all think about the feature? You think the feature was like valid? Because I feel like the feature could have did way better.
Yeah.
At first, when he first came in, I wasn't feeling it, but
you picked up after.
He picked up, yeah.
I mean, outside of it,
I'm gonna pass it off though.
Yeah, pass it off.
I'm gonna give this a 7. I've heard this before. I agree with the anti-drop thing, and I'm pretty sure I said that the first time I heard this. Gusto, he's phenomenal, but I felt like this was like the worst feature that I've heard from him. Like I just felt like it didn't suit his voice, or like he didn't feel comfortable on it. It didn't feel like he had the same bounce that he normally does. So I was disappointed, but I know we're not even really judging his part. So I think Christian kind of carried the song, and I really wish there was like an actual drop in there. Like it would have been cool if this was like an EDM track. You just had like what you had on there for vocals and restructured it without a feature and just put some like cool drop in there. I think that would have been crazy. Just like structure wise for the song. But yeah, Christian's always got insane delivery, super like solid voice, and is always coming up with funny yet hard lines. Like man is crazy in music videos too. Like he'll make scenes that like fit what he's saying, and it's like the perfect fusion of comedy and just like extreme aggression. I love that. So yeah, not my favorite from him, but definitely good. So 7 it is for me. Stupid mouse isn't working either.
I said, I smoke weed like a hippie. How you gonna hit me? You don't even own no blicky. White boy shopping at Dickies, and he look like little Dicky.
That was hilarious.
Damn, come on. I've heard a bunch of records by Christian, bro. That's the homie, bro. Like, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I fuck with that record a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with that record a lot. There is records that he has that I like better. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely probably like one of the top 5 ones for me personally. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the feature, so I can definitely give that as well. Like, I'm not the biggest fucking fan of the feature, and I have heard other fans by Gusto, I'm not sure how you say it, but I've heard other features and songs by him that were way better than that feature as well. Like, I definitely fucking agree with that shit. But for this song overall, I'm gonna give it an 8. And I would definitely put it on my playlist. I listened to this song already, if y'all couldn't tell, but not even being biased, like 8 out of 10. Shout out to homie Christian.
Shout out to Christian. Shout out to Raz9. Let's kick it over to the chat. Votes. All right. We're going to end poll. Show.
Oh, shit.
And this one ended up getting an 82%. So y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to calculate this up. 48. Are we okay?
You good, Rick?
Yes, I think.
Stand down.
Yeah, there you go. He's back.
So what?
Nothing.
No,
Nothing,
camera went
bro.
up.
Nothing, bro. No, you good.
Camera went up.
Nothing happened, bro.
Oh. Sometimes my camera used today. I don't know.
Yeah.
How you gonna get me?
I don't know, man. I'm not even writing notes for these songs anymore. I just keep listening to them.
I don't even like drink like that or nothing. But that song made me want to get drunk.
One
Like,
time,
I wanted to get fucked up.
One time I said I forgot, and then I literally had wrote all this shit.
Hey, bro wrote a whole essay
You
real
wrote
quick.
all that and forgot.
I was like, I forgot. No, I forgot I wrote it, so I was like, damn, I forgot what I said. Like, I was like, I forgot what I said.
Damn.
After the thing, I looked down and said, oh shit, this is what I had said.
All right, boys. Well, we have a final score right here. We have Christian with 35.1 and Raz9 with 31.5, meaning that Christian will advance to the next round. Shout out to both of these artists. And we are right now halfway through the night. Let's see. Hold on. Yep. All right, let's see who we got coming up next for show. All right. So coming up next, we got Kid Possible going up against Jimbei. Let's hear from Kid Possible.
What's up? It's Kid Possible. I don't really got anything to say, but this basically 5 out of 6 of the songs that I put on here are from one project, so I'm pretty proud of that. And yeah, I just want to prove that it doesn't matter how big you are or how many monthly listeners you have, you can still be fire. So I'm about to win this shit. I'm Kid Possible. I'm next up.
All right. All right. Well, starting this one off, we have Kid Possible.
I'll beat your ass, bro. I'm dead ass, bro.
What did I miss?
Nothing, bro.
Okay.
Nothing, bro.
All right, Kid Possible. Let's run it.
Talking in my sleep, better pick up exile. Feel my knees go weak, know that I can never fix up. They say c'est la vie, but this shit ain't for me, no. Could beg and plead, but I know this shit is cruel. Talking in my sleep, better pick up exile. Feel my knees go weak, know that I can never fix up. They say c'est la vie, but this shit ain't for me, no. Could beg and plead, but I know this shit is cruel. Muster up energy to move on. Staring at the TV, but it's not on. Time spent on nothing at all. Stay too high to withdraw. You're still in receiving a single fucking thing. I cross my mind. Just give into the life I try. Don't give my car declines. The lifestyle is just not mine. Ain't yours to choose. I do my thing whether you sign or not. So can't contribute anything if I line up like a bite. Granted, please everyone. That existence is done. I'd rather swallow a gun than let you ruin my life. Don't gotta be number one. Just wanna live what I love. Ain't sitting out till it's done. I can make this all up. Talking in my sleep. Gotta pick up exile. Feel my knees go weak. Know that I can never fix up. They say c'est la vie, but this shit ain't for me, no. Could beg and plead, but I know this shit is cruel. Talking in my sleep. Gotta pick up exile. Feel my knees go weak. Know that I can never fix up. They say c'est la vie, but this shit ain't for me, no. Could beg and plead, but I know this shit is cruel.
All right. Shout out to Kid Possible.
Shit was smooth, bruh. I'm still waiting for those stems from the last gauntlet. He never sent them.
It's taking
shits
so
to me.
long.
We talked about it too. He was in the DMs like, yeah, bro, this is gonna happen. I'm like, all right, send the stem. Non-existent. But I'm gonna give it a 7, only because the vocals seemed a little delayed, which is like a buffer size issue. Either that or it's like a DPS issue. If you have too many auto tunes running on the same DAW, your vocals will bounce out a little delayed from the beat, which will end up kind of shifting the vocals from the actual instrumental. But it would have been like an 8 if that weird delay thing didn't like. That's just me. Maybe I'm bugging and I'm the only one who heard it, but yep, 7.
All right.
Send me those stems.
I feel like with Kid Possible, he's one of the rarities in the underground for me. Somebody I actually think is like above most people in like being good at what they do. Just to be honest, he's just a really good artist. So hearing this, I was kind of like, to be honest, it's a little mid compared to the other stuff that you do. But even so, with it being something that's not as good from you, I still think it's like an 8 because that's how good I think he is. Mix is clear. He rides the beat good. He has a good like beat selection. He has good lyric content. Like everything's there. It's just something wasn't hitting right for me on this one. I think it's just the vibe in general. I didn't really fuck with. But even so, I'll give it an 8.
All right. 2017.
Having fun drawing my 7 here. Yeah, I'm gonna just give it a 7. I didn't really like, nothing stood out to me personally, but I thought it was good still. Yeah, I don't know. Just for me, it didn't feel like I've never heard this before. But I also felt like it was well written. It was like a good length, structured, like it got to the point and just like finished it at the time it should and stuff like that. It just felt like a good song, like it's just a good one, and it wasn't super extravagant or anything crazy to me. So it just gets a nice even 7.
Facts. Mr. KOK.
KOK's in the chat right now, man. KOK's in the chat. KOK's in the chat. Peep. First off, shout out to homie Kid Possible, man. He's a very hospitable individual, if you will. I'm saying he's a very hospitable young man. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely understand.
I was trying to throw a splendid shindig. You feel me?
For sure.
But I've heard some dope ass records from Kid Possible, bro, and like better than this one. So like I expected him to come first round, like swinging, like throwing balls, like you know what I'm saying? Especially like
he did last year.
Even if like you just think about last year, like I'm like expecting him coming like first round, like
with some
back
crazy
with a
shit.
vengeance, like nigga, I'm winning this year, like throwing balls. So like when I heard this, like I wouldn't say it's like mid, but it did like sweep me off my feet. Like I know that you're able to do, and like I was expecting for real, so I give it a 7.
That's a very interesting 7.
All right.
The plan from his.
It's like in therapy when they're like, "What shape do you see?
What feeling does this give you?
What do you see?"
Rick's like, why you making fun of my 7?
That's a 7 in some way.
He's a 7. No, look.
Well, you
No,
guys,
I see it, Rick.
That's
They're
crazy.
tripping.
Like, come on,
you guys make sure to cast your vote.
that was a mistake, just for the record.
I mean,
I'm turning your head, bro. It's a 7.
I had to like, I
like
look at it from a different angle. You know what I mean?
All right.
I had
and
to see
we
it from a
are-
different POV.
I still didn't see 7, but
We are ending poll.
I fuck with it, I guess. I
Hey,
give
so
your 7 a 7.
that one got,
we got?
72% from the chat.
Even the chat gave it a 7. And the chat has the people who said 7 was too low.
7.
Let's go.
No, it's always, bro. People in the chat always saying a number is too low.
Tiebreaker, but you didn't vote to make it a tiebreaker. 7's
Right, how
too
they say
low.
we
You
too low,
voted
they
a
give the
7.
Well, let's
Oh,
go
no,
to
man.
his matchup right here. We got the boy Jimbei coming up. This is Phil.
Is it DJ MB?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Jimbei. Yo, if I'm wrong, bro, I mean, look, I'm the one that gets everybody's names wrong all the time. So, bro, some people have waited until like 2 years down the line, like, yo, Mo, you've been saying my name wrong for 2 years. Bro,
My name not even
let me
Prod J.
know.
DJ MB is crazy. DJ MB is crazy.
Prod J ain't even the right way to say my name.
Dang.
Wait, how you say it?
I just kind of gave up.
Project.
Wait,
It's
how
Prodigy.
do you-
It's supposed to be Prodigy.
Prodigy. Oh my God, bro.
You just realized it just
Ain't
clicked.
no way.
No way.
Okay, all right, let's check
It
this
might
out.
be DJ MB, bro. You could just put a space. Like heavy? Like heavy?
Heavy, I know.
Like how heavy?
Like sumo wrestler wearing a weight vest that's 3,000 pounds, standing on top of a beluga whale inside of a PT Cruiser.
Bro, that's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That bass is too fucking loud, man. That shit is OD loud, bro. Sometimes I don't know what you're saying at certain points. Your voice gets drowned out in the mix. You do have a good voice, though. I just really wish I knew what you're saying. Certain things I could hear, like I can understand what you were saying at certain points, but like then at points the bass got too loud. Your voice kind of just vanished, like gone. But I would give it just like down the middle, bro. Like literally down the middle, like 5. Just because the mix don't cut it for me. Like that's a big part of a song. Like that's the first thing I listen to. That's one of the most important parts in a song. Before I listen to anything sonically, to your voice, to your beat, to your writing, to your anything, I listen to the mix first because that's supposed to be the execution. That's supposed to be like, I get past that, then I worry about the song. You know what I mean? That's just me. And that wasn't there for me, so I gave that shit a 5, even though like that does have potential to be really good.
All right, July.
First things first. I'm gonna fuck with that.
First things first. Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Phil, you know, yeah, for real. No, but like, I fuck with this really heavy. I'm a huge fan of like Lil Uzi, so this kind of gave me a similar vibe. I'm not trying to compare. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying like the vibe that he brought to the industry when he was first new, like and shit like that. That feeling when you got when you listened to a Uzi track for the first time, you were like, "Yo, you know, like what the fuck? This shit hits." And that's kind of how I felt listening to this. And honestly, I haven't felt that way for an underground artist in a minute. So props, bro. Like props, legitimately. I'm gonna give you like a 9. I'll fuck with that heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. Before I get on my 2 cents, bro, I can't stop laughing at fucking Jay sucking on the ET finger there. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Look at the
that shit is crazy. You said the ET finger. The way that shit sounded was insane. Ain't no fingers, nothing. Never.
Please show us the flashlight. Please. No, you got hit it. Hit it.
E.T.
Holy fuck.
E.T. is crazy.
I just looked at it and I was like, no.
I
I felt like
I guess ET finger. I give it an ET finger out of 10.
ET finger is crazy. ET is crazy.
Anyway, I already showed my score. I'm gonna go 8.5. Yeah, I said I want to go 2.5. I'm doing them every time, bro. I thought
Have you done a solid number? No, you did 7 once.
Yeah. But yeah, I felt like the energy was really, really good. I loved your voice. I loved your vocal chain. I can agree. I felt like the bass was coming in. I mean, you can see on the waveform, it's just like slamming 0 and just fucking, you know, it's distorting and sounding a little pooey. But yeah, I feel like if that was fixed up for sure, like a lot of it would come together a lot nicer. I felt like you had good bounce, and this is a great tempo for me personally. Like I love to just like bop along to this kind of tempo. So yeah, 8.5 for me.
All right, for sure, Mr. 48.
Yo, so it definitely had like a like nostalgic like 2014, 2015 like Uzi, like XXL, like around pink hair Uzi type vibe, like which is dope, bro. I love that shit, bro. Like that's like one of my favorite things in the fucking world. And like people can say that it's unoriginal, bro, but like there's a good way and a bad way to do that shit. And sometimes like, bro, it is so. And I'm not even saying this is him, but like sometimes like I'd be like, damn, this nigga sound like Uzi, like he's biting hard, but it's still hard as fuck, bro, because it still gives me the feeling I'm looking for, bro. And at the end of the day, it's a record that somebody created that's giving me a feeling, so I'm gonna play that motherfucker, and I ain't mad at it, bro. So I'm gonna give that one, I'm gonna give it an 8. And like if I was rating off just how much I like that motherfucker, I'd say 9.5. But I'm gonna give it an 8 because I do agree with Jay. Like it could be mixed better. There is some parts on there that could sound a little tighter and shit like that, bro. So overall, like if like likeness 9.5, but like in the contest 8.
All right, well, let's run it over to the chat votes.
And for me too, when it comes to like the whole idea of like fighting the sound and shit like that, there's a lot of people that we call goats right now that bit hard as fuck in the beginning of their careers. So like it's all about how well you perform, how good of a song you can make. You know, like if it sounds like somebody else and it's to that caliber, good job. You just got compared to a fucking goat. You know, like that's not an insult a lot of the times, you know?
Like that's always hard,
some people will throw it at you. Yeah, some people will throw it at you like, hey bro, nah, he copying Uzi. The fuck, you know? But like that's why I made sure to say like it gave me the vibe of Uzi.
Yeah, the vibe for sure.
Like, yeah, it wasn't just like oh he bit, you know.
But DJ MB is crazy.
DJ MB. They gotta confirm that in the chat. The chat is it
DJ
Jimbei or DJ MB?
Have y'all ever seen
DJ Ambe,
the show called Blacklist?
No.
Oh no, damn, that's crazy.
All right,
that's the end of the whole conversation.
Well, guys, we almost have a final score right here. I'm actually I'm gonna have to put the judges to the side for a minute.
He's about tired of me saying DJ MB. He's about to tell me off. Yo, Jay, you about to have to stop talking.
This is a week that I feel like 2 or 3 years.
We pulling the judges.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna announce it before you.
All right, boys.
Don't do that.
Well, we got some news. Right here.
Boy, we got some news, boy. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. It is Monday, May 2nd, 2022, and we are on the Next Up Gauntlet, the 2nd edition, and you are on Channel 48 News, and I'm here to break the news to you. Guys, we have a tie.
This is our first tiebreaker of the entire event.
First tie tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going down. Let's do it. Y'all give me 1 second. We getting this right.
DJ MB versus Kid Possible.
I'm Charlamagne the Guy. I'm Angela E, and this is DJ MB, and we're the Breakfast Club. DJ MB is crazy.
DJ MB.
Kid Comprehensible. Let's go.
Kid Comprehensible.
All right. Well, on this one, boys, we're actually going to go ahead and start with Jimbei first.
All right.
But
This is our first tiebreaker ever in a gauntlet right here. This is lit. Let's go.
All right.
All right, this is hot. Let's run it.
I love you, concept.
Hey, Rosado's made this. Yeah, I in the sauna, baby. Told him he don't wanna swim with piranhas, baby. He don't smoke, we gon' lay him with them fucking daisies. Made me pull up with that chopper, you gon' have to slay me. On all my crimes, baby. I put that 40 on your top. And niggas scared when I walk in, I got them clutching on that Glock. You niggas talking all that shit, but I ain't never heard no shot. And if I'm fucking on your bitch, why you gon' try to blow my spot? Had to make a way, a lot of niggas fake, I had to move. Yeah, that nigga pussy get up on my face, so you gon' love me. If you lose your life, fucking with the game, what you gon' pro? Yeah, that nigga broke, he don't got no money, better choke. It's been a long day. Get up and stack your paper, don't take it the wrong way. I'm tryna make me a billion, I'm feeling like Kanye. I'm out to fuck me a model, can't straight from the wrong way. Told you, I ain't being sober. We can skip the party, baby, when you coming over. Bad little white hoe, pull up in that Rover. We gon' get into it, I'ma drill it like a soldier.
this is one hell of a matchup, bro. Holy shit.
She wanna do it to my song, man. What? Shawty wanna put on my ice on. That nigga fake you pay for. I know we don't got pay hard. In the sauna, baby. Told him he don't wanna swim with piranhas, baby. He don't smoke, we gon' lay him with them fucking daisies. Made me pull up with that chopper, you gon' have to slay me. On all my crimes, baby. I put that 40 on your top. Niggas scared when I walk in, I got them clutching on that Glock. You niggas talking all that shit, but I ain't never heard no shot. And if I'm fucking on your bitch, why you gon' try to blow my spot?
Okay.
That's something else, bro.
Shout out to Jimbei. All right.
Hey, not only were the lows too high, but now,
Hey Jay, what's your address?
hey man, it's my address. Not only were the lows too loud, but now the highs are too loud too. So you gave me a little more this time, just kind of like in the wrong place. Very Kid Laroi vibes. OD. You sound a lot like Kid Laroi. Like almost exactly like that could be a Kid Laroi unreleased song, and I'd be like, dead ass, when is it coming out? The beat's fire. Love the beat. Your vocal performance is there. Like Kid Laroi's a really good singer, and he's a good writer. It gave me good vibes from him, which added on to your song. So I mean, the song idea is there. It's just the mix execution isn't. So I did like this song more than the last one. I give it a 6. That's 1 point more because the mix didn't improve at all.
All right. July, what you got?
I'm agreeing too with the whole Kid Laroi thing. You do have inflections that sound the same as him, and y'all have a very similar tone, you know. But I also know what it's like to sound like somebody kind of naturally, and you're constantly fighting that, you know. So I don't necessarily think, because I didn't hear a lot of like cadence things that Laroi does. I think you just sound like him vocally, and
yeah, fact.
Like that's why we're getting the whole thing of that. In the beginning of like my career, I used to always get compared to The Weeknd, and I had to do so much. I would try to
no idea. Me too, man.
Yeah, bro. I would try to
You sound
lower
like
my
The Weeknd.
voice.
I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I would try to like do this or something like just
sound like
to make
me,
myself
man.
sound different. Yeah, like, and that was the most annoying thing that ever I would hear. So I'm gonna try to keep that out of this. The song was fucking hard.
Yeah.
That shit was hard as fuck. And I know that technically the mix is not like proper and shit, but it hits. And if I put that shit on in my car and stuff like that, my shit's gonna be thumping and shit like that. And that's what I like. I like that type of shit. I like heavy bass. I don't necessarily like the highs, but like the heavy bass, I'm always for that shit. I love the thick, fat, juicy bass at the bottom. So, but also maybe I'm not hearing it as much because I got on my Bose right now and not my Sennheisers. So, yeah.
This chat is weird,
I'm gonna
bro.
pass it off.
What's your score?
I thought it was dope. Same 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to 8 again.
Cool. 17. We got 8. Okay.
8 for me. Too.
Ocho.
Damn near the same thing as last time. And I can agree with Jay that the improper mixing going on is definitely a lot more noticeable now. I mean, just looking at waveforms, I mean, SoundCloud does a great job of showing you the generalized feel of the song. And it's just like when it's slamming and looking like a fucking city skyline like that, you know what I mean? When I could do a fucking Tony Hawk style grind on that shit, like it's too loud. Like it's too slammed, too limited, too compressed. So yeah, whole lot of shit's got to be fixed there for sure. But I love your chain. Like I feel like your chain on your voice sounds really good. Your EQ on your voice is pretty good as well. Like I don't know, maybe some tweaks for sure. But I feel like you're taking out the right frequencies in the mid lows and boosting the highs in a nice spot. And it sounds clear and crisp. It just needs some more
The mids are good.
Yeah,
Mids
I think
are
it just needs
definitely
some
there.
more like attention, I guess, in the final mastering and stuff. So yeah.
You're supposed to give the lows and the highs a little bit of love. Don't give it too much love. You spoiled the fuck out of that song. Like you gave too much high, and you were like, fuck it, let me just turn this shit up. Like you turn up the lows OD. Like I don't know, just with caution, man. Just lightly turn things up over time. Don't just fucking slam it or put a preset on your mix, because then that'll end up making things OD whenever you're on a song that could be rolled off on the highs or like kind of limited in the lows. You just have the same kind of shit for each song. Every beat's different. Everything's at a different volume.
And I would listen more to them than me with that, because that's like a personal preference thing for me with the lows.
All right, yo. So both times, bro, homie played his song. I feel like me and July are just like hearing something completely different than Jay in the chat, and I'm so confused, bro. Cause like I'm hearing, like, bro, this is like, bro, like I ain't see nothing wrong with it, like, and I feel you on the mix, bro. But sometimes, like, bro, it might just be him, bro. I'm curious to see like what his vibe is, like his image and like how he is in the music video, bro. Like that's a record I would hear and be like, yo, I want to know who he is. Like I don't know, bro. It's just like it just do something for me. Like both of the records do something for me. I fuck with him, bro. Like I'm gonna listen to him after type shit. Like so I give it an 8.5 again, bro.
I mean, yeah, the record's there. It's just I just can't get past the mix. It's the
I feel
only
you, no,
thing.
I feel you.
Yeah, the record's definitely there. It could be way more fire.
And then also you engineer and produce. You feel me? So like your ear is like I'm you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I got you.
And it looks like the chat vote is 62%. 62%. Shout out Jimbei. All right. So
That's kind of crazy to me. I don't know how that's happening, bro. There must be some politicking going on or some shit. Cause
That's why I looked at the vote. I was like, what? Damn, they like
they might agree with me.
They do.
we got Kid Possible. Let's go.
Now he looks like July.
Don't two bitches in one shit. No, they gon' throw shit down for my emotion. Whole lot of hoes in me. She bad, that shit on me. Don't wanna ride this dick OD. Take shot that shit on me. Told the place spit on me. She wanted it. Then she sounded like a whole lot of red. 2 nights and they up in my bed. Just woke up and they give me head. Too fine inside hard. Too fine a problem so far. Whoa, bitch about this Drake, so give me more. So give me more, yeah. Tryna hit that floor for real. Relay how I feel. I'll wrap it up and send it out to New York. She saw this tit like a Ludo. How you change, she knew though. Pull up at my crib, we light up, light up.
right. Shout out to Kid Possible.
It was tough. That was quick. It was a very short-lived track, but I would rather take a song with lacking highs and maybe could use a little more lows than a song with too much highs, a little bit too much lows. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I agree. I think that yeah, it could have used a little bit more lows, but like I don't know if I can comment too much because, like I said, I'm not wearing my Sennheisers. I might have to switch.
I'm wearing the Sennheisers.
Like, yeah, I'm not wearing mine right now. But yeah, like, and these are a little more like trebly in mid, so like maybe I'm just not hearing the.
Yeah, no, my shit is flat.
Yeah, see, I probably gotta switch. I'll do that next time. But yeah, I think that this was a very good song. But there is something that I do have a gripe with in the song. You kind of picked a certain registry in your voice and stayed there the whole track. The whole track.
No,
you were here the whole time. And you might have went slightly up or slightly down, but you never changed at all. And that's the one thing that I didn't like about this. Your vocal delivery was great. I thought the mix was good. Like, bro, you know, you're dope. So I'm picking apart every last thing that I can think of. Once again, I'm gonna throw an 8. It's my favorite number tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it on.
Amen.
17.
7.5. I thought it was slightly.
Amen.
Slightly.
Amen.
I probably.
You allergic to solid numbers?
Listen, I did 8 last time, bro.
I don't know. Man. You take like the EpiPen right after? 8. like right after?
Okay. All right. In comparison to the other song that I just gave an 8, I pick the other one over this one, I think, just slightly. And I think that's really it, because they felt super comparable again. Like, I felt like these two, like, we thought Caves and Visionary were, like, close, but, like, I think these two have had, like, such similar styles and sound and, like, sort of direction. Not that they sound the same, but it's like the same sort of realm, like so to a T. So it's really hard to give opposite like ends of the spectrum on score, you know? So yeah, 7.5 for me.
All right, Rick 48.
Okay, so I give it a 7.5. I give it a 7.5 because first of all, let me start by saying I like the record. I like that record more than actually. It's tough between 7.5 and 8 for me, but I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna stick with 7.5 because that was my first thing. So I like this record more than I liked the first record that he sent, and he came way harder this time. But I still know Kid Possible can come hard, bro. Like,
hey yo,
like, he comes hard. Yo, like, come on, my nigga, like,
whoa.
Yo, like, that's crazy, yo.
I'm telling you, he comes hard.
Yo,
that's crazy. Oh my god.
What number you gave it, bro?
Why is that where your head's at, Jay?
Nah,
Why is
bro,
that where your head's at, Jay?
I'm always on guard, bro. You gotta understand. If you ever hung out with my friends, you would know. You see in my chat, look in the chat. Is exactly what I was talking about. Hey yo, hey yo. Hospitable.
All right, Rick. Do you have anything else to add, or what? What's up?
Yeah, man.
That's
yeah.
all.
He can make really, really, really good records, and I know that he's capable of that. And then I also have to keep in mind that Jimbei,
TJMB,
both times gave me something. I'm like, damn, I want to run that back again.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you feel me? I had to put it a little bit lower. I'm trying to watch what I said before I say it at the moment. Help me.
You got this, bro.
That's something that I kind of like noticed too. Like because I've heard a lot more of Kid Possible's like discography and stuff like that, like I know what he can do and shit. So like when I hear something like this, which sounds like a safe route done by him, it's like it's hard to then compare that to something that I was like, okay, but also I'm like, I haven't heard this dude before, you know? So, and then there's instances with like the mix and shit like that, and that's something that Kid never has had an issue with. His mix is always crazy. It's always good. So I feel like it's a really good matchup, and like whoever wins this totally deserves it.
Well, let's go to the straw poll.
Yeah,
and that's,
I
and that's
really
taking
hurt
it away
Rick.
from Kid Possible, bro. I just want to like emphasize that, bro. Shout out to homie Kid Possible, man.
Yeah.
Win or lose, make sure y'all go follow both of them on the gram, bro. Y'all drop your Instagrams in the chat, man. Y'all go check them out, bro. Go check out their catalogs, bro. I'm sure they got some other great things to offer to both of them.
I'm sorry, Rick. You gotta understand where I came from. I gotta say that shit when I hear it.
Oh no, I was actually mad. I was actually mad.
No,
Where
I'm
you
talking to you,
came
bro.
from? Came?
See,
what the fuck?
See, now they dragging it because that could be used in different contexts. That's a stretch.
You brought it back up.
That's a stretch in the streets.
He wants to talk about it again.
Well, boys, this, I mean, you know, if the tiebreaker is a tie as well,
tiebreaker?
then it's all going to come down to the judges as far as who should advance. And so,
is it looking like it?
I mean, the final score right here is Jimbei with 33.6, Kid Possible with 33.75. That's right. A double tiebreaker comes down.
That's crazy.
Because we rounded up.
Yep, it is.
That's crazy.
It is the judge's final decision.
All right, can I see both of their cover arts?
No, if it's yeah.
Let me see their Instagram.
Give us a countdown from 3, and we'll all say who
Write
we're
it
gonna
down.
pick.
Write it down. Who you think should go?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who should
I'm
advance?
not gonna write it down. I'm just gonna say that shit. Is that all right?
Write it down. Write it down.
Write it down.
Why'd you say it like that?
Write it down.
Write it fucking down.
That's crazy. 2 tiebreakers.
Okay.
Are y'all ready for this, bro?
All right.
Countdown from 3.
Hold on.
You don't even. You're still figuring it out, bro.
Nah,
Pick somebody. Let's get it.
I'm
3,
ready.
2, 1.
Wow.
Oh my!
What?
Yo, stop, bro. Yo, stop.
What?
Yo, okay, now Emma, what you think, man?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It might be up to the chat to decide who advances. That might.
Oh man, imagine they do a 50-50 poll.
Recount on the chat.
Everyone just put Kid Possible versus.
That's the only way
Jimbei.
we're gonna drop our.
One more song.
Full odds. Make them vote again. Full odds.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I was just gonna do Kid Possible versus Jimbei.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just the
All right.
tie between the both of them. Y'all gotta pick, bro. At this point,
Yeah,
please.
chat, bro.
But pick what I picked.
We're gonna waste another tiebreaker round.
No, I'm saying like put it in the poll, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
it's Kid
and then,
Possible or Jimbei in the poll. Back,
Yeah, we just gonna make a poll, man.
All right, so
Don't
on the
type
poll.
the name. You're supposed to hit the poll, bro. Everyone putting the name in the chat.
Huh? So
No
yeah,
one's hitting
the
the
poll
poll.
is gonna be Kid Possible against Jimbei. You guys are gonna vote. We're gonna give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
This is crazy.
As soon as it drops.
This shit is OD, bro. We had 3.
What's that? 17.
We had 3 ties.
Break while the poll.
3 ties is crazy.
Yeah.
Can we wait? You said give it a judge break.
No. Cut to the judge break while the poll's going.
Yeah.
What's
Sure.
a judge break?
All right.
Like
Let's,
how we did before.
When the judges take a break?
okay, guys. Y'all give us just a minute. These are extreme circumstances right here.
No one answered my question.
We getting the JB.
Are we off stream?
Not yet.
Taking
Hold
the
on.
JB.
I have to pee.
All right. So we are at a count of 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And boys.
I mean, that was one hell of a matchup. Like, come on now. That was one hell of a matchup. It looks like Kid Possible advances to the next round. That's tough. That is tough right there.
Shout out to homie Kid Possible, man.
I mean, bro, shout out to Jimbei as well. Like, that could have gone
Bro,
either
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
way.
They both deserve it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was hard to pick because I know he makes really good records. So, like, I felt like he deserved it, but I have to stand on top of, like, damn, that Brody gave me 2 records. I know I'm finna go spin when this is over. Like, I know, like, when on my way home, I'm about to listen to that. I'm gonna be in Wendy's getting a 4 for 4 while that is playing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I gotta advance him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy Kid Possible is here, bro. And I'm hoping that you come in with that fire in round 2, my boy.
Hey, big shout out to Jimbei though as well. But guys, let's go ahead and get to the next matchup. Let's show who we got coming up next. All right, boys. Well, coming up next, we have Pglu going up against Lil Skittle. Let's hear from the artist.
Hey, I'm Pglu. No, you're not, silly goose. I'm Pglu. Please leave. Hi guys, I'm Pglu, and I'm in this gauntlet. And I record at MV Studios, and what I do is rap, because I don't know how to mix and master. That's why I have the GOATs do it for me, aka old Pglu that was sitting here. And that's why I think I'm gonna win the gauntlet, because all I do is rap, and I don't know any better. Thank you. Thank you. Turn it off, please.
My name's Lil Skittle, and I'm entering the Next Up Gauntlet. I'm not here to go on and on about how I'm the hottest fat white boy to ever touch a mic. I'm here to tell y'all I'm not the dude to overlook. And I'm not here for a quick bag either. I'm here to show y'all why I'm the man taking over the underground right now. I'm everywhere for a reason.
Why is he actually have a little bit of bars?
Skittle, oh my god, he's amazing.
I don't say that with arrogance or some next level confidence. I just know how bad I want this music shit, and I know how bad I want this gauntlet. To prove something I've already known. I'm coming for all y'all this year. Best of luck.
Hey man, look, Skittle had quite the run last year. Quite the run in that first round. This one's called Taste the Rainbow.
Oh man.
Hey yo girls, stick your tongue out. It's time to taste this shit. How to say a white boy on the game, bitch.
I want to see the video.
This is a certified hood classic.
We can't see the video.
We look like potatoes. Fuck you, mom, rap throwing a bagel, eating candy, posted up for Rodeo. 500 bears set up for the tanker. Racks in the bench, little bitch on my payroll. Entering pace with the do on the slow pot of grave Joe. It's little Skittle, little bitch, it's the rainbow. I'm off of the train ho. We ain't the same, man, you lame, bro. How to fat white boy up on the game, oh. Gotta stay on my doggy old flow. Triple with a cane, then I pop in the dome. My boys go to war, but they come home. Louis tracksuit still ain't running home. Need that bread for a first on my line with nothing, bro. Know that I'm bugging, no back up the function. We separate, but tossing I'm up at you, cousin. My shit in her stomach. But I don't love him cause I am no husband. Got a new bitch and she straight out of London. I'm smoking on rushes, I'm buzzing, I'm blunting, ain't bluffing. I'm smoking on dope, but put beats in the oven. I got these hoes on dozens and dozens and dozens. You got one bitch that smells like an onion. Don't make a discussion, there's no assumptions. My boy Krabs is throwing concussions. I'm pregnant to be and I fucked the percussion. Admitted I'm vicious, I'm running up digits. I ain't got my ambition to straight fucking kill it. I'm bringing initiative, drop the competition like it was a tradition. Yo, girl got a Skittle addiction. I'm swooping them like a motherfucking griffin. Know I stay dripping, I know I ain't missing. So sloppy bitchin', I don't give a fuck what you say. Hell, look, bitch, my shoes are blue straight from Rodeo. Hit it once and I go like Diego. I'm sipping on Fago, it's Fago. Great white babe shirt, maybe a Mako. Your girl fun to play with like Play-Doh. Sandwich her up with the Skittles and mayo. Listen up, can you hear me properly? I'm about to fuck it up with no apologies. For half they'll block out Monopoly. If I died, so what the economy? You a pilgrim, someone out in the colonies. Hopping the mic and I'm bringing velocity. Just a mean raps, can you say this shit honestly? Bitchin' the shit, I do it properly. Just keep dropping
dropping bangers constantly, skin straight thugging. Yo, there's some wannabes. I'm that dude that everyone trying to be. Rocking Supreme in Chinese and moving wobbly. No one as hot as me, I'm a rap prodigy. About to dash out 9 talking geometry. Boy, you fruity like a smoothie. Got a little cutie, just blew me the back of the movie. Tell mama she look at your Judy. I'm sending both of them booties in Gucci. In the camper playing Call of Duty. Skittle dumping rounds out of the Uzi. Down to the beach or down to Vespucci. Got groupies waiting for me in the jacuzzi. I'm about to slide and I ain't talking 2C. That little bitch that she like to know me. Been me since day one and you know it. Taste the rainbow, little bitch, when you blow it. Hungover feeling like I got COVID. All night smoking on the pole, bitch, I'm hotter than the molten. Change what's down on they golden. Dudes look like ghosts until I'm the opponent. Put his ass to sleep like some melatonin. I came to the spot and I caused a commotion. Big body bear up his ass in the ocean. I'll let her ass go, yeah, like it's frozen. Shout out Homer putting out for my Trojan. I'm coming in like a fucking explosion. To fuck with these rats, yeah, cause they rodents. Come at your head like some ibuprofen. I'm down to drop it, man, it's just halo. Just up on your thumbs and we look like potatoes. Fuck you, mom, Rob, towing a bagel. Eating candy, posted up on Rodeo. 500 bears set up for the danker. Racks in the benches, little bitch on my payroll. It's rain pace with the do on the slow potter's grave, Joe. It's little skittle, little bitch, it's the rainbow.
Shout out to Skittle. All right, judges.
You guys,
everyone got their numbers?
You guys, everyone ready
1,
to put their numbers down?
Yeah.
2, 3. Damn.
6254.
Oh.
All right, Jay. What'd you think?
Next one bad, but I couldn't get through the song, man. For me, cause that shit, I don't know if I was supposed to take that seriously or not. It's still like, I remember doing the same thing last year. It's just like saying a whole bunch of stuff. It's like you chatting on the beat. It's like, I don't know. It was just a bunch of talking. It was all the whole song.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem with like Skittles and the way that he like goes on stuff. Like I feel like he's very like rapid, but he doesn't necessarily like have it to where you hear every last thing that he says. And I think if you're gonna go so punchline heavy with your stuff, like slow it down a little bit, let people absorb it. You know, you're already on to the next punchline after the first punchline and shit like that. And like if you listen to his shit, it's very punchline heavy.
Yeah.
And it's just like bro, like let it breathe a little bit, you know?
And I'm pretty sure you fucking hilarious to hang out with, though. I'm gonna be honest.
I bet, yeah.
Cool to talk to and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, just as far as the song goes, I don't know. I feel like that's hard to like take seriously. For me, your name is Lil Skittle. It's like Lil Dicky. It's like it's an issue that's like too self-aware rap. It's like ends up sounding like corny.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the fast flow just became like, it's just being fast for the sake of being fast. It wasn't like, oh, this is a point to actually speed up in the song to give it that, like, again, that piece of ear candy, if that makes sense. Like, even flow switches are like ear candy, right? So it's like, when it's the whole time, it's like, I don't know, I'm not even picking up on your lines anymore. I'm just trying to hear if you're on time at this point. You know what I mean? Like, there's a certain point where I just lose all sense of English and I just hear, and like, oh, is this on time? Yeah, for real. But there's a lot of good punchlines in there. So I think, it got a solid mid for me.
That's not, hey, yo, that's a rapper, dude. He said, Lil what? And I'm like, yo.
All right.
I said Lil Dicky in a song earlier.
Okay, so it's the thing. Like, I am sure there is arguably a like community of people that appreciate this type of music, bro. I know that's the thing. Like, I've seen it. There's artists there's an artist from here that I got this homie named Kyle. He listened to this artist named Cluner, and Cluner makes music like that. And bro, he's popping. Like, all the bigger artists fuck with him. Like, he gets features from like Sada Baby and shit like that. It's fucking crazy, but he has fans for what he does, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be very well appreciated. However, I feel like the fast pace of this particular record takes away from what it is that you have to offer a little bit, because I can't pick up on what you're saying because it's just coming at me so fast. So I gave it a 4. Also, and then I also have to keep in mind that like this is a music contest for like $500. So like,
that's a fact.
And I don't want it to seem like I'm like because I don't know what your angle is as far as what it is that you're trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna speak too much on that, but like I just have to remember, like, this is something that I'm like, all right, am I gonna play these songs again? What do I have to do? What do I think of this in the grand scheme of, like, could this be a hit record, I guess, in some slight form sense of way, if that makes sense. So nah, I gave it a 4. Kind of sporadic. But.
So we got 6, 2, 5, and 4, correct, guys?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the straw poll. All right. So it looks like this one ended with 36%.
You know, you definitely have a lane. It's just I'm not in it. That's just not my lane, man.
Shout out to Skittle. So his matchup is against Pglu. This is Boss Moves featuring Malik.
It's Pglu. About to put in work, I just clocked in. About to do a NASA, I'ma rock it. About to get this money and this profit. Like a missile on a target, bitch, I'm locked in. Told my mama and my girl that I stay focused. If you stay between my goals, then that's a no-no. Pester me with all that shit just like a locust. I Devin Hester on my shit past my opponents. Yeah, we are not alike, boy. We are not the same. My circle staying tight, just like a fucking braid. Every goal you start to reach doesn't reach my accolades. Just like Curry in the game, my music reaching all the range. I get it how I want it, I make boss moves. Water on my jewels, I got volume. If you ain't ready with the movement, then bitch, fuck you. I make hits and knock you out just like Pacquiao. Yeezys on my feet, I'm a hype beast. Yeezys, that's where the fucking Yeezys like a high priest. Funny how these bitches thinking they a dime piece. Ain't got a moment for these wretches on my timepiece. Spend a whole stack, I'ma get it back. Bought a new whip, hotter than a jag. One of a kind, you can say that I'm an artifact. I could turn into a savage, I'm my habitat. Get these hoes a fucking workout, don't you understand? I can make these bitches pop it, I just throw them bands. Titties bouncing up and down just like a jumping jack. She wanna put it in her mouth straight to a diaphragm. We are not alike, boy, we are not the same. My circle staying tight, just like a fucking braid. Every goal you start to reach doesn't reach my accolades. Just like Curry in the game, my music reaching all the range. I get it how I want it, I make boss moves. Water on my jewels, I got volume. If you ain't ready with the movement, then bitch, fuck you. I make hits and knock you out just like Pacquiao.
Let me put you on game, cause you probably ain't noticed. So something like a lens, I'ma need you to focus. Cause money on my mind, yeah, money is the motive. If these niggas in my way, I swear to God, I run them over, yeah. Nigga, I make boss moves, want a show that's gon' cost you. You playing with my money, ain't nothing my hitters fall through. Yo, shawty said she love me, she bugging, stop for what call, dude. I'm fucking on her mother, a cousin, and they love tall dudes. Nigga, let's so the goat. Curry with that scope, and if these niggas want some smoke, I send a chimney to they dough. I'm packing out with the blows, and if they run into my home, then let the bodies hit the flow. Hella bodies on that pole, you can find me with your hoe.
We are not alike, boy, we are not the same. My circle staying tight, just like a fucking braid. Every goal you start to reach doesn't reach my accolades. Just like Curry in the game, my music reaching all the range. I get it how I want it, I make boss moves. Water on my jewels, I got volume. If you ain't ready with the movement, then bitch, fuck you. I make hits and knock you out just like Pacquiao.
All right, shout out to Pglu. All right.
2, 1.
Quan.
6.
Yeah, I was gonna put 5, and then that feature came on. I literally flipped the paper. I said, "Fuck that shit." 6.
Yeah, no, that feature saved it. Low key.
Mix was good. I wouldn't say it wasn't like an insane mix, but you definitely checked the right boxes.
Who was the feature?
I didn't have that much of a problem. That feature was fire though. He chopped.
What was his name?
Malik Sosha or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. Did you like what you got?
It would have been cool if they were both music videos. It would have been cool to judge them both off of the music video.
Yeah,
too.
right.
Just saying.
If it was a tiebreaker, I would have been like, "Let me see your image."
Yeah, it would have been cool. But yeah, I think that this song is a solid 7 because, like, I don't know, it gave me YouTube rapper.
Fact.
Like that's kind of how it felt, you know. Like it's like, but not like the.
But like a good one.
Yeah.
One where I'm not like cringing. Where one I'm like, all right, this is actually like tough. I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't like some of the YouTube rappers are really like outside of the box type shit, you know, but like some of them are like very inside the box. I feel like this is kind of in that lane of like the inside the box YouTube rapper, but I'm not cringing, you know. It's a good song, and I think that the beat was like super creative, so props on that. There was a lot of variety in the beat. I'm a huge fan of that, you know, as somebody who has been like working really hard for the past couple like year like on mixing beats and shit like that. It's cool to hear people like spice it up with shit like that. It's something I look for in tracks, so I gave that. That's probably the only reason I gave it a 7 instead of a 6.
Bet. Okay. 17.
Yeah. I definitely thought it was better than Skittles for sure, in terms of like mix and delivery and confidence and just like overall like bounciness, I think, because they both are sort of supposed to be a style that really gets you like going, but I felt like his was just fast, and like this one felt like it had some like jump to it and like kind of made you want to like go, ooh, okay, and then the feature came in, felt like it kind of okay. Feature felt like it kind of carried a little bit,
low key,
but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's just worthy of a 6 in my opinion. Not much else to say.
Show 48.
Cool. All right, so I gave it a 7. I think it was dope, bro. It had some moments where I was like nodding my head, and it like something like this record gave me like a similar feeling, and I arguably want to say the one like the very, very, very first ones, where the more I heard it, I kind of liked it the more it was on type shit. And honestly, it reminded me of another artist that we heard earlier. That's why I was like, who was the feature? Because I thought I had like knew the voice. But overall, I don't necessarily have anything negative to say about it. I give it a 7. Like, if it came on in like a playlist, I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, I wouldn't skip it. But I can't say I would add it. Like, I probably have to hear it a few times before it like.
I had to grow on me.
Grew on me.
Facts. Well, let's check out the fan votes right here. We got I believe we ended with 62%. By the way, while I'm adding this up before I do that, big shout out to Sensei Curry, who just sent in a $5 donation. For some reason, that didn't pop up on my Streamlabs. I don't know why, but I appreciate that so much, Brody. Thank you.
So we're all gonna split $1?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Fuck out of here, boy.
I'm fucking. Don't even. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Yeah. Bro,
sure.
Mixing sales are down right now, bro. I need everything I can get.
I'm building a studio. I'm shut down at the moment. I need any dollar I can hold, man.
Clarify who that was for, Sensei Curry.
Yeah, please. It was for me, right?
Honestly.
All right.
It was like, hey guys, I'm donating $5, $1 to each.
So the final score in this one was Skittle 18.8, Pglu with 29.1, which means Pglu will advance to the next round. Guys, we got 2 matchups left for the night. Let's see what's coming up next. All right. Coming up next, boys, we have Colton J going up against Burke. Let's hear from Colton.
My name's Colton J. I'm an indie pop artist from Washington, and I will be winning the Next Up Gauntlet. I know it.
That was at the point where people started telling me, "Oh, prod by J, produced by J." I'm like, "All right, fuck it. Say what you're gonna say, man."
Well, that was short and to the point from Mr. Colton J. We're starting off with Burke. This is Young and Toxic. Let's go.
Imagine if I made it. And champagne's flying across the room. Don't save me, I know that you hate me. Embracing everything that's gonna go change me. Shorty's toxic and she don't ever like to go listen. I'ma go scout out with you, cause these hoes are all trying to be like my sweet. Butter extra sour, saying over the week, acting like she got power. I think shorty speaks, I'ma check in an hour. Just call me a coward, playing all my songs louder. Stereo, I could be your Romeo, but you've been too toxic. Say that I've been on the road, but you just like the star shit. Stop this, baby, just cut the nonsense. And every time I talk, you just somehow have a comment. Left my my sides, changed my life. We got over it, but now you like to hold aside. It will not be alright. It will not what you say I do. Shorty driving new Audi, that thermal guy. She mad all the time, cause it's not the color she wanted. He's been spilling out all these rumors, cause in the end she don't wanna be forgotten. I've been vibing on the low, had to get a new payroll. And I hate you, but I miss you, I'ma switch up on a hoe. Had to ride for all my bros, had to keep the real ones close. I'ma wake up, you gon' stay up, cause you'll never ever know when I will go to a place that I've never seen before. Stay away from me, you're young and toxic. Try to be looking sweet, but her head's too sour. Saying all the week, acting like she got power. I think shorty just peaked, I'ma check in an hour. Doesn't call me a coward, ain't playing all my songs louder. Try to be looking sweet, but her head's too sour. Saying all the week, acting like she got power. I think shorty just peaked, I'ma check in an hour. Doesn't call me a coward, ain't playing all my songs louder.
Shout out to Burke. All right.
In 3, 2, 1.
All right, that's a 5-7, 5-6.
Yeah, it could be so much more. It's a fact. I would say that for what it was, you know, you did what you needed to do, but there's a lot more with a song like that that you could do within the execution of making it. That would make me like it so much more. I mean, everything just kind of felt really like big, or where it felt like things were like fighting to be heard at certain points, or where I don't know, and not everything was like sitting perfectly in the mix. Outside of it, really just I would just spend more time on your songs when you work on them, and kind of like do mix reference comparing to other songs that you really fuck with, and try to make those songs sound similar, try to get that mix to hit similar to those songs you really fuck with. People saying Jumex is crazy.
So, July, what
the
you got?
Jumex is crazy.
I'm really sick of hearing music like this, man, to be honest with you. I'm not hating on you specifically, but just like this sound in general is so played out. Trying to keep it like bias friendly, but bro, like I gave it a 5 because it was just like everything else I've heard. Like I feel like all the other people that got on this beat, if they got on this beat, would probably hit it a similar way.
Yeah, it's like probably the same way, right?
Yeah, like I'm not trying to like take away from you with that. Obviously, it's a little bit older of a song, but you know, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not hating. Hopefully, you've gotten a lot better, or at least just more original.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the exact same thing as Shalai. I think you put it pretty well, perfectly, brother. I don't know. It does feel like it's a bit of an oversaturated sound at this point. Like people grabbed this shit and ran with it so fast. It's like it came and went in my fucking discography, or not discography, my playlist, like so fast. Like it's just, I really enjoyed it at one point. Now I think I'm sick of it. And so I tried to put the bias aside, kind of listen to the mix, the sound, and like what you're going for. And I think a 7, like it's a good song. And I gave it a different song a 7 earlier for the exact same reasons. I just thought it's good. Like it's just, it is what it is. It's not like I'm hearing anything extra to it. So, you know, that's it.
I stopped listening to this genre as soon as Jumex popped. As soon as it became industry, I was done. It was like dead.
Yo, so me personally, I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6 because pretty much the same. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do something that like makes me like it, like blow me the fuck away. Like if you're gonna do this shit and like force me to like it, and it did give me a little head nod. And at the beginning, like I was listening to see like if you get me the bite, and it didn't get me the bite completely. And that's not even to say that I think it's bad or unlistenable or anything like that. And we average history, we average so. 6.
All right. Well, let's see what the chat had to say. Okay, so we are ending the poll, and it looks like this one ended off on 59%. 59%. Shout out to Burke. Coming up next, we have Colton J. The name of this song is Unwell.
Crazy cover art from Google Images.
Yo, July cover art.
Another day in hell. You're not here and I'm not doing very well. On my face, I'm with a girl that made me melt. I still got feelings, but I think that I can hide them. You don't know. It's just another day in hell. You're not here and I'm not doing very well. On my face, I'm with a girl that made me melt. I still got feelings, but I think that I can hide them. You don't know me, but I wish that you would try to. You like roses and I'm more of a bluebell. You like Ferris wheels, I'm more of a carousel. I like the dark and baby you like the sun. This might be obvious, but we're not gonna work out. No, we're not gonna work out. I'll go back to my hometown in Kalispell, California. I'll say I don't know ya. I'm like I don't know ya. I think this is perfect. Do you think you're worth it? I'd give up everything. You wouldn't do the same. I'll be home by midnight, not a minute later. I guess I'll see you later. I'll probably see you later, right? I'm gonna see you later, right? See you later, right? I'm gonna see you later. Guess I fucking got him out of my mind. Fuck. It's just another day in hell. You're not here and I'm not doing very well. I'm on FaceTime with your girl that made me melt. I still got feelings, but I think that I can hide them. You don't know. It's just another day in hell. You're not here and I'm not doing very well. I'm on FaceTime with your girl that made me melt. I still got feelings, but I think that I can hide them. You don't know. It's just another day in hell. You're not here and I'm not doing very well. I'm on FaceTime with your girl that made me melt. I still got feelings, but I think that I can hide them. You don't know me, but I wish that you would try to.
You would have thought. I fainted there for a second. Y'all got your numbers?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, what?
Are we not doing? Never mind. No, I'll say that later.
In 3, 2, 1.
All right, 7, 7, 8.
Am I not?
What happened, man? Thought we
7,
talked about this.
8,
I'm sorry.
and 6.5. Okay.
I mean, son really did what the bro from the last song was supposed to do to kind of make me want to keep listening to it. The only thing is with the hook, the chords are like not the right chords in the choir. Like you could have done like a different chord in that stack to make it kind of sound sonically or musically better. But I mean, you did what you needed to do, bro. And I feel like July's tight. That's his cover art or something, right? He's tight. Look at him. No, I'm just fucking with you, bro. But 7. Outside of it, bro, yeah, you did your thing.
Yeah, it's not bad. I give it a 7. I think your chorus is pretty catchy. I like that. I think that you did well in the song, but I don't think it's your best that I've heard. That's 100%.
All right, 17.
Yeah, I probably would have gave it a 7.5, but we're trying to kind of, I guess, deke around these half scores just because it's like it gets too close, and I do think it does deserve, honestly, an extra point from where I was at on the last one, just because it had a more catchy beat, pretty nice little jingle on the outro, better mix, and I've heard some really good stuff from Colton. Like, I don't think this is his best by any means, but I do think it's still very solid. So.
All right, 48.
I gave it a 6.5, bro. I think it was catchy. I wanted to give it a 7. Okay, I wanted to give it a 7, but I just felt like there was something more that could just make me like it, like so much more. And it, like, I don't know, bro. It was catchy. Like it didn't sound bad. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just felt like there was something that could just make me appreciate the record more. So I dropped it down to a 6.5.
All right. Well, let's see what the chat had to say about this one.
They completely disagreed.
Okay. Well, we got us. Looks like it's gonna end up being 90. Let's see. For surely. And it ends up being 86%. 86%. All right. Y'all give me 1 second. And we're gonna have us a winner.
So was that cover art like made from scratch by somebody? How did cover art get made?
No. Oh no, it's made.
You know what they say about cover art?
I don't.
It covers the arts.
It covers the arts. It's like wrapping paper.
But wrapping paper doesn't wrap the paper because you're wrapping
It covers the arts.
Just like wrapping paper, it covers the arts.
All right. Well, we have us a final score, boys. Right here, we have Burke with a total of 25.95. Colton J with 32.8, meaning that Colton J advances to the next round. Boys, I think it's time for our main event of the evening. Are we ready?
Oh yes,
I'm ready, bro. I mixed both of these songs. I produced both of these songs.
All right.
So I gotta shut up for the whole time.
Boys. Coming up next, we have the 2021 Next Up Gauntlet champion IV Poco going up against Belle Chapo. Let's hear from the artist.
My name is Belle Chapo. If I'm being honest, I'm not expecting anything from this journey. I'm honestly just here to have fun and enjoy myself with other amazing artists. I would love to win this and have your support. The fans, of course, help me get through this. My name is Belle Chapo, and I am winning the Next Up Gauntlet.
Back. So, what can I say, man? I'm here to defend the title. I won last time. Might win again. Find out. Either way though, it's Next Up. I don't know. That was bad.
What?
Let's redo it.
You wanna redo it?
Let's redo it.
I'm sorry.
Please answer. Answer, bro. Please.
Yo.
Hey, yo, Mo, what's good? Hey, I'm currently filming the video for the Gauntlet. Can you give me instructions, bro?
What your music means to you, you know, how you want it to impact others, you know, you in this gauntlet to win. And that's what you came for last year, and you about to do it again.
That's it, bro. You said it for me, bro. Video done.
Yeah, well, that's where I am. It's a recording studio, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, man, the chilies and shit. Yo, chilies is in. You got the best? Y'all ready to eat? So do I like introduce to the camera or we just walk in? Alright. Yeah, it's Poco. Hello. Come and check this shit out, man. Listen, man, it's been a busy year, bro. Since the last Gauntlet, I'll show you what the fuck I've been doing. Look at this. Yeah. Come on. I'm not sure who this is. This is Jazz. I guess, you know, she came with the studio too. Hey, bro. This is the HQ, man. Welcome to my world and all that. You know, this is my life.
I mean, boys, if you tuned in to the 2021 Next Up Gauntlet, IV Poco did his thing, went through 5 rounds, and now he faces off against Belle, Chapo. Let's go. So this one is Blue Dragon.
Look, Blue Dragon, betting blocks with the automatics. Really packing, got them all in fashion. Ain't no way I really bout that action. Look, Blue Dragon, betting blocks with the automatics. Really packing, got them all in fashion. Ain't no way I really bout that action. Look, killing shit. Y'all niggas don't know who y'all dealing with. I'ma go show him who's really big. I'ma go shoot him and split his wig. Look, drilling shit. I'ma pull up and show you some myth. Yeah, bitch, you a sucker, she spitting quick. How ya dissing me, I don't even see the kid. I'ma show you who's really fucking big. I almost put you out, you was with your kid. How you see me, but you didn't slaughter me. A homicide is what you bout to fuck with me. Stop talking all that sweet shit, nigga. Without me, you wouldn't be shit, nigga. Now you beefing with the realest, nigga. I ain't kidding, now you screaming, nigga. Look, I be sitting every day, but God forgive me, I be stuck in my ways. I just be looking for ways to get paid. I'm trying to get it cause of minimum wage. They tryna put a nigga in a cage. I'm built up, shit got me enraged. I'm geeked up, now you calling my name. Shit in the game, I'm putting in pay. Pedigree, nigga, ain't nobody ahead of me, nigga. I'm killing the game, y'all niggas is dead to me, nigga. How much I'm better than niggas, y'all niggas is lame. I'm getting redemption on niggas and rats who's chilling on niggas. Y'all niggas is saying y'all police is pussy, nigga. I ain't fucking with none of y'all niggas, man. Free the whole gang. Look, Blue Dragon, betting blocks with the automatics. Really packing, got them all in fashion. Ain't no way I really bout that action. Look, Blue Dragon, betting blocks with the automatics. Really packing, got them all in fashion. Ain't no way I really bout that action. Look.
Right, shout out to Belle, Chapo. All right, boys.
Okay.
Really ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1. I gave it an 8 because it was for drill.
Oh shit.
An 8 for drill music because I don't like drill music anymore. On the scale of what drill music is. Because I know he makes R&B music too. I kind of wish you put your R&B shit first. That's all I was gonna say. Y'all gonna go down the list, bro?
All right, July.
I think that it was just a little too much of a bite for me to really feel it. It just seemed like Pop Smoke, to be real. But I'm not really too in tune with that scene and shit. But when I heard that shit, I was waiting for the and woo shit. Like that's all. I was
Yeah. I've heard this shit before. I do think it's like a really, really good execution. It's just we've only ever known one person to have this like tone, style, flow, tempo, and almost same melody and everything, right? Like it feels very Pop Smoke, and I gave it a 7 because again, it's like it's such a perfect execution in my opinion. Like it's so good. Like this could be really, really popular, but it wouldn't reach anything higher in my books just because it doesn't feel like it's got a uniqueness to it. So, yeah, I think that's why I'm giving it a 7. Rick.
I gave it 6.5. I fuck with New York drill, bro. I fuck with it a lot actually, but like, I feel like this could have been executed better personally. It's like, and it's not like the mix or anything bad for me. It's just, I just think that the song could have just been done better. I'm not sure what is lacking, what is missing, but like, it didn't turn me up how like a K-Flock gonna turn me up when I put on K-Flock in the whip, bro. And I was like, when I listen to New York drill, bro, I want to be turned to fuck up. And it didn't give me that all the way for me personally. And I'm not sure if that's because I don't got no headphones or what it is, bro. So I gave it a 6.5. But it do have some potential in there, bro. I could see it being an 8.5 if there was some way to give me some more energy.
All right, well, let's take a look over here at the straw poll. Boom. And that ends up being a 70%. Do you have something you want to say?
He picked the wrong song for the first song, bro. He has so much better music. He picked the wrong song for the first one.
Well, before we get into IV, we have a donation that just came through.
Split between the judges?
Great show so far, Mr. Mo.
Yo, drop the dubs in the chat for Intensified Charts. He said, great show so far. And the gauntlet is just getting started. For show. All right. Well, this is Ivy Poco with Light of Mine. Let's check it out.
Save the pleasantries for later. I noticed that the smiles come with favors. Ain't no small talk with players. If what you saying ain't meaningful, then save it. Ain't no sympathy in this industry for failure. It's cold at the top, but that's just the tip of the glacier. Get hotter down the line like the equator. Make sure I leave an impact when I drop like a crater. Shake the world that I curated. And all of the amazing, the creation I created. A collective of creatives. IV gon' rule the nation. Feel the vibrations. When the bass escape the basement, it's enough to break the shadow we've been placed in. Enough to sprout that seed right out the pavement. Paved the way for all my people that was praying. Change gon' come when you go out there and get it. Don't matter where you from, if you don't try, you gon' regret it. Blessed to be young, still no times of the essence. Can't rest till we done, sacrifice my adolescence. Change gon' come when you go out there and get it. Don't matter where you from, if you don't try, you gon' regret it. Blessed to be young, still no times of the essence. Can't rest till we done, sacrifice my adolescence. Couldn't stay the same, I had to change for the better. Made my own lane that I paved out of effort. Wolf in sheepskin, sink my fangs in a shepherd. Going off the deep end, I could stay here forever. March to the beat of my drum, ain't no pulling my strings. That's the life that I strummed. Melodies are the keys to my heart. Fell in love with the art, sing it to me, that was food for my soul. These are the pieces that make me feel whole. This road isn't easy, street full of potholes. Thread through the needle, where do I go? What is it that I'm seeking? Only God knows. But I'ma find it, that's for sure. Lose to the struggle if you wanna stay the course. No obstacles getting in my way, kick the door. No object sharp enough to clip my wings, watch me soar. Do or die, how I'm feeling. They gon' see the mile away, but they ain't ready. If I ain't give my all today, then Lord forgive me. The path that I'm on, I can't stray. I stay steady, stay steady. Life goes on, things getting harder. Have to stay strong, but there's chinks in my armor. It will be worth it. Have to think larger. Keep on going, just a little longer. Change gon' come when you go out there and get it. Don't matter where you from, if you don't try, you gon' regret it. Blessed to be young, still no times of the essence. Can't rest till we done, sacrifice my adolescence. Change gon' come when you go out there and get it. Don't matter where you from, if you don't try, you gon' regret it. Blessed to be young, still no times of the essence. Can't rest till we done, sacrifice my adolescence. Change only constant. Either go or die, that's what God said. This little light of mine is a godsend. Watch a nigga son. Change only constant. Either go or die, that's what God said. This little light of mine is a godsend. Watch a nigga son. Change only constant. This little light of mine is a godsend. Watch a nigga son.
I like that outro. That was cool. All right. Shout out to IV Poco. Boys, whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
I like the song. I give it a 9. I would have gave it a 10, but I made it, so I gave it a 9.
7, 7, 9, and 8. All right. Do you have anything else to add, Jay?
Shout out Davia for co-producing as we made. She had the original idea, then I ended up finishing it up with Poco in the studio. So
he's in the chat too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, everyone's in the chat right now, like watching this shit. Ivy and them, but I mean, yeah, no, I just fuck with the song, bro. We sat and I fucking worked on that shit for like 12 hours, bro. I ain't got nothing to say about that shit. Oh man.
All right, July.
I think it's good. I think it's really cool to hear somebody like having that like East Coast sound that is still very original with the way that they like take it, you know? I think like it's very clear to see why he won last time, you know? He's a dope artist. He's got wordplay, He's got punchlines. He's got bars. You know, like it's hard to deny talent, and I think that this was a good song, but not his best. So I gave it a 7.
Yeah. Earned an 8 from me. At first, you know, I wasn't fully into it. I had a 6 put down. Then time went on and I started rocking with it some more, like the longer it went on. Caught the vibe. Totally different from the last song. Totally different completely, but went up to a 7. That outro brought it to an 8 because those little ear candy things, like I've been saying the whole time.
Yeah.
That was like the nice little icing on the cake that finished the song and made it feel complete. And so I loved that about the song. Vocal chain, I think it's good. I don't think it fits for the song personally. I feel like more of a gentle chain would have fitted a little bit better because there's not so much aggression or like high pace anything in this, and it felt like the chain had a lot of like really crazy sort of like aggressive energy, high pace, like, you know, 6ix9ine type beat, for example, where it's just like constant energy and like screaming. That's how that chain felt to me. So I felt like it needed a lot more of like a looser sort of natural sound on the compression. And I think that would have brought it up to a 9 for me. But yeah, that's it.
Let's go. 48.
Yo, I gave it a 7. Yo, shout out Poco, bro. Poco is dope, dog. I gave it a 7 just because I know what he's capable of and how he can draw me in as a listener. And this song just did not do that for me, like in other ways I've seen and witnessed him do it on the Gauntlet and even off the Gauntlet. So maybe I was a little bit harsher than I should have been, but I expect a fucking lot from him, especially he won the Gauntlet last year. So again, he's another one I expected to come like every round. I'm swinging, nigga. And not even that this was a bad record or anything like that. It's just, I feel like it could have been a little bit more. But something I do appreciate from him, even if this isn't a record that I might not play again, like I love this nigga's cadence, bro. Like his cadence is dope, bro. And I appreciate that he always is original with it every time he brings a record. So shout out Poco, but I gave this one a 7.
Yeah, I fuck with your cadence and shit too. It would be cool to hear your cadence be kind of expanded on slightly at times. You know, like just to have you like, you know what 17 was saying with the ear candy thing. Don't have it be the beat that gives the ear candy. Have it be you. You know, like at some point be like, oh, okay, he switched it up for that little moment there, something like that. A different vocal inflection, a change in flow, something like that. It would be cool to see you branch out a little bit more, do something a little bit different, and, you know, just take that risk of, like, this might not work, but maybe it will type shit.
Right, and I did see, like, a little, like hints of that, like, within that record, but I just would like it to be expounded on a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would see you, like...
I want it to be way more apparent. You know, like, just, like,
shit. It was like, it was just
right
barely there. Like, you gotta, like, know it's there to know it's there type shit.
Yeah. I feel like you took the safe route, and I want to see you go crazy, you know?
All right. Well, y'all give me 1 second. We're going to calculate these votes. But surely. All right.
Chapo said, Poco ass, I write all of his songs, had a level of up.
All right, boys. Well, the final score right here was Belle Chapo 29, Ivy Poco 35.7, advancing the 2021 Gauntlet champion to the next round. Guys, this Next Up Gauntlet tournament is just getting started, and real quick before we do our outro and everything, we do have a donation that just came in real quick. Let's hear this for show. Zavanoya.
W host, W judges, W chat, and W Elijah for chilling in the Chord Gauntlet chat.
Yo, W host, W judges, W chat, W to Prince Elijah for chilling in the Chord Gauntlet chat. By the way, if you guys did not know, over on Discord, we have a Gauntlet VC where you guys can go up in there, chill. And yes, big dubs to Zavanoya for helping us out with this thing 100%. But yeah, I'm going to get some final words from the judges here in just one moment. But guys, next time that we are live is going to be Wednesday, May the 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, the first round is just getting started. And boys, we has hella matchups tonight that were just great, man. Close. Hella close. Yeah.
History tonight. Tiebreaker.
Facts.
That triple tiebreaker was crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was dope as fuck.
Yeah, that was insane, man. But yeah, anything to leave us until Wednesday, boys? Y'all have anything? How'd y'all feel about tonight?
That was good.
Bro, I'll be honest. Last gauntlet, there were a lot of misses. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
We upped it this year.
Very happy with how this is coming so far. Y'all stepped it up. Y'all exactly. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, bro, I'm happy with how we've upped the ante. Everyone's kind of leveled their shit up.
Feels like everybody got better.
Everyone did definitely raise the bar, and I'm happy that things are going the way they are. And everyone do your push-ups, eat some food, relax. Y'all made it through to the next round, bro. Congratulations to all y'all. And I will see y'all next year when y'all rejoin the gauntlet. And we have 128 people in the gauntlet.
128 for next year. And we're live in person. That's right.
Yeah, and we had a venue for it.
Let's go. Hey, dead ass though.
Yeah.
Dead ass though.
That would be fire.
That'd be fire.
That would be really dope.
We do it in the weekend.
If I remember correctly,
in LA.
do y'all remember like the first day of the gauntlet last year?
Yeah.
Do y'all remember after how we were all we all felt like drained a little bit?
I was like, damn. I had to break a lot of hearts.
Then the second day was the second day was a lot better. Like the second day was
and it's gonna be like that this year. I already know.
It's like definitely ahead of last year's first day. But that being said, I'm hoping that the second day is I hope y'all just didn't flip the days. You feel me? I hope y'all didn't together y'all, let's flip the days on their ass. Let's make them think that the first one is gonna be. And then
we'll just put our best shit number one.
Bro, I remember.
The rest is okay.
I remember the first gauntlet. We were harsh, but we had to be. That was our job.
Yeah,
you know?
Set the tone.
And a lot of people got their feelings hurt and shit like that. And it's not fair to do to somebody who's judging you to get all tight with them and shit like that. So it's a lot easier this year because y'all ain't sending in some fucking trash. To be real, so it's nice to see y'all step it up and feel like this is a real competition, not some fucked up.
You're taking this shit serious now.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win.
Right.
As of right now, I have no idea.
This is just night one.
We had an idea.
We haven't heard 75% of the rest of the competition, which is crazy.
Bro. We still in round one right now. We ain't even out of round one. Y'all ain't even heard Randy. Y'all ain't hear anybody else I know. This is gonna be crazy.
All right, Rick, 17. Y'all have anything before we head off?
Nah, that was a good ass fucking stream. I'm excited for Wednesday.
Let's go.
Dope stream. I'm excited for tomorrow. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at RICC.48.
Don't follow me.
So
follow him as well at PRXD.JY. Follow July to Jenny.
By the way, guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rick.
Oh no! This is Mr. 17. It's not important.
Oh yeah, for sure. 2017.
2017. Why don't you shout out your Instagram?
Oh, my fault. I'm like, what did I say? If you want to follow me anywhere, you can just search MMXVII. Most of my handles are I'm _MMXVII if anyone wants to look that up. Yeah.
Let's go. So boys, we're live every single day this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be live on Twitch, listening to your music for free. If you guys want to pull up over there, that starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, live right here on this channel with the remaining first round for the gauntlet. That's right. It's just Monday.
Happy Monday, bro.
It's about to be crazy. Guys, thank you to every single one of y'all that pulled up. Really make this competition what it is. Shout out to my judges. We are just getting started. And y'all know the motherfucking deal. Until next time. Until next time, it's July, Prod J, Rick 48, 2017. My name is MO, and we'll see y'all next time.
Oh, please, Skittle.